Lips for your lips, skin for your skin, sin for your sin, eyes for your eyes. Lips for your lips, skin for your skin, sin for your sin. Feel it down, 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 down. Think about it later. Feel it down, 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 down. Think about it later. Feel it down, 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 down. Think about it later. Feel it down, 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 down. Think about it later. All I ever wanna be is eyes for your eyes, lips for your lips, skin for your skin, sin for your sin.
Air quality isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about chess and esports, but it affects our focus, decision-making, health, sleep, and more. What's in the air you breathe? Find out with Air Things.
I'm going to talk about my games from this season of the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour.
The idea of h4 is very direct. I want to play h5, open up the king side, and potentially check my team.
Alan continued with trying to put some pressure here on the e6 pawn. And c5, knight's doing a great job here, both potentially for some attacking ideas, but also defending the e6 pawn.
The rook g8 still doesn't spoil anything, but rook takes g7 is a gross mistake now, because the rook c8 is still easily winning.
Hi there, it's me, John Chess, inventor of chess. And are you sick of sucking at chess? Well, lucky for you, I have also invented Aimchess. Look at this chess puzzle. Did you solve it? Of course not, that's because you're not using Aimchess. Aimchess is a digital chess trainer that helps you improve by creating unique lessons based on your recent games. Just link your chess.com or VChess account and feel that brain wrinkle. Yeah, see, you shouldn't have blundered your queen just there. Now I know! Thanks, Aimchess! Now all that's left to figure out is how that funny horse moves. They even got acquired by that one chess player other than Hikaru, so you know it's good. Hi, it's me, that guy I just mentioned, and I am the best chess man in the world. But thanks to Aimchess, I also have a girlfriend now as well. This could be you! Personalized training, game reports and analysis disease, study plans, thick, luscious hair, intuition builder, all this and more available on Aimchess.
Hello?
Courtney, did you know that Aimchess users improve their ratings 43% faster than average?
What?
So what are you waiting for? Join Aimchess today. Links will be somewhere, probably. I don't know, I just made the video. Aimchess. Sign up now and get 50k silver and 2 free months off your VPN. Now that's what I call a queen's gambit. That's so fucking dumb. Aimchess, for when you aim to chess. That's their slogan. It's what they say. Ready, aim, chess. That's another. It's... Look, just sign up for Aimchess, okay? Just, come on, literally, why not? All right, just stop being a dick for like 5 seconds and just go, all right? Jesus Christ.
Gains that confidence, plays a few good events, stops looking inwards into his own insecurities.
I like the no expectation part, so like that's something that has gotten better because sure, it's like not my full-time job.
It's definitely good for chess in India, and now there is Olympiad also, so there'll be more people following and taking up chess as professional sport.
Yeah.
And it's surprisingly concrete still, no? Like, e takes d4, good move. This d takes d4, this d takes d5.
This line was essential and forced, but also not rocket science to map out.
Welcome everybody!
My name is Jan-Krzysztof, former world chess champion.
We're starting a new course here for Chessable.
A very special Chessable course.
Master your chess with Judith Polgar.
You know what? I learned a lot.
This is John. John loves to study chess. This is David. David loves to study chess as well, but efficiently. John spends more time setting up the board and figuring out what's on the page of his book than he gets to study. David likes to take it easy and use his time wisely. David has finished his exercise for today. John should try the same.
There are 5 qualities one needs to have to master the French defense. 1. Safeguarding your king is priority. King d8, good move. Yeah, just king e7, why not? Well, of course we don't take. King e7, we are much better. And very important, don't castle, king on f7, perfectly placed. 2. Remaining calm in every situation. Oh oui? Oh oui? Merde! 3. Patience. And here people will speak bullshit, you need to prepare, and look at this, the egg pawn is running like Alan Prost. 4. Fast development of your pieces is the key to success. And here you don't care about the pieces, a6, h6, g5, h5, g4, go for the dot pieces. And most importantly, never retreat your developed units. Yeah, bastards are going to tell you this unfunny joke that we French people...
Welcome everyone to the Aimchess Rapid. This is the final day of the preliminary rounds. 16 players battling it out to see if they can make the top half. Who will make the cut? Who will get into the top 8? We have 3 rounds today, and it is all to play for. Before we take a look at the standings, let me introduce my co-commentator for today, Laurent Fressinet. Laurent, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, Danny. I'm nice to join you and to see this exciting final day.
Really?
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
tense.
Yeah,
Very
of course. I hope it will be incredibly tense because, some people will see the ranking, we'll see the standings, but it's very close. It's very close. So
it is. Well, let's talk about them now. So let's go from the very top. So at the top, we have Jan-Krzysztof Duda, 25 points. Shahriar Mamedyarov, Gukesh, Naroditsky, Carlsen on 21. We have Abdusattorov on 20 points. Rapport and Giri on 18. So those at the moment, I stress at the moment, are in the top 8. They will make the cut to go into the knockout phase. Just below, we have David Anton on 15 points. Vidit on 14. Daniel Naroditsky on 14. Aditya Mittal 12. Vincent Keymer 12. Well, they all theoretically have a chance of making the top half. So it's going to be really tight. So Rapport,
in my view, there's 5 players for 2 spots. Let's say there is Rapport. I mean, the top 6 are quite safe.
Yes.
Not only they have many points, but also they played well. I mean, these guys, Gukesh, Gazi, of course, Mamedyarov was actually, I saw some games, and that was amazing, this queen sacrifice against Giri. Also, in the first game, he beat Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, who didn't play that well according to his standard, but it's more than enough to be in the top 8. He will have to step up his game, I guess, to win the event. But I mean, qualification should be. I mean, I don't see a world where he doesn't qualify. And then I think, yeah, there is Rapport and Giri, of course, who have excellent chances, but they can be caught by Anton, Vidit, and Naroditsky. That's for sure.
And they have shown, indeed, Rapport and Giri have shown that sometimes in these rapid events, they have a glass jaw. Sometimes they can be very inconsistent. So it's all to play for. And indeed, we have in the first round, in round 13, we have a crucial pairing. David Anton with white against Giri black. If David Anton can win that one, then of course it blows things wide open. And we'll also have Arjun Eragaisi white against Rapport. So, of course, Arjun, well, he's just unbelievably strong. We saw him defeat Magnus Carlsen. Wonderful game. Yeah, Laurent, did you see that game? Arjun?
Yeah, sure. I checked. Actually, I was not following live, but I checked all the games, and it was another Pirt for Magnus, who seems to enjoy the Pirt, and especially against Agassi in the last tournament. He won few games. I mean, like I think he beat 3 times Agassi in the Pirt. So why not keep repeating? And Agassi played a good game. We have, I think, another interesting pairing, which is Magnus Carlsen, who's playing Naroditsky, who still he has 14 points. So he needs points, but he's playing Magnus. So, but he's white. So he will have to try something and try to score the 3 points, actually, because a draw is not, it's only 1 point and it's not enough, clearly.
You mentioned Magnus playing the Pirts. Now,
yeah,
as someone who's worked with Magnus,
I'm still working with Magnus.
You're still working with Magnus. Well, I know you can't say too much. However, are you responsible?
No. I decline. I decline all responsibilities on such openings. And even Magnus stated that if there's some boring ideas, it's me. So the Pirt is not boring at all. It's simply a bad opening. Let's face it. But it gives a lot of exciting positions. And actually, if you start, you give chances to your opponent to attack, and then you get more winning chances. Of course, you get more chances to lose, but this is how you get. If you play some boring Berlin, it will be very, very difficult to win games, actually. So in that format, with 3 points for a win, I guess it's rapid as well. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense to play a bit, half correct openings. Just to score points as black.
Particularly in the knockout phase as well, when there's, well, of course, there's a lot at stake, but you still have chances to come back. Okay, so let's turn straight away to the game between David Anton and Anish Giri, because at the moment they occupy positions 8 and 9, the exact cutoff. Oh,
and it's funny. It's a Queen's Gambit. It's a Queen's Gambit decline, but colors reverse. So it's tempo up for white, but it shouldn't be anything. But yeah, that's a way to get a game. Of course, Anish Giri is known as one of the best prepared player in the world, so it makes sense. I mean, just to have a game of chess and to get him out of book. But even when you play e3 on the third move, you don't get him out of book. So you really need to do something very, very special to get him out of book.
But isn't it funny? We're seeing this a lot in the games in this tournament, actually, that players are simply playing with the white pieces, but actually a normal black system. For example, Vincent Keymer has been playing, well, this kind of system with white, but also he's been playing basically the Najdorf with white, with a tempo up. So this is such a modern trend. Why is that? Why are players playing basically, as here, for example, a Queen's Gambit declined with a tempo more?
I think there is 2 reasons. The first reason, it's rapid. It's a rapid tournament, so maybe they don't want to show everything on their prep, unless they don't want to show all their cards, and they keep it for maybe classical tournaments. But also, it's these days it's so difficult to find an edge as white. So why not to try, to play some offbeat lines, and you get a playable position, maybe a bit better. And your opponents start to think from the very start. So it's mainly a good surprise weapon where you are supposed to know more than your opponent. And here we see Anton, who will just put his bishop to d3, his knight to f3. It's a Carlsbad structure. And, well, it looks, I don't know what you feel about that, but to me it looks very, very playable. And, well, you get the game.
This is very playable. I mean, I'm just going to compare and contrast. So if we come back to the starting position, so this is what we mean by when we say that this is basically white playing a black opening. So let's do this exactly. So this is an absolutely standard Queen's Gambit declined position, h6, takes, e3, castles, and, well, of course, white doesn't need to do this. But, okay, so if we have a look at this position, and then, lo and behold, if we just come to this position, you will notice it is exactly the same, except white has a tempo ahead. That's what we're talking about. So Anton is playing a Queen's Gambit declined, but he does have an extra tempo. But, well, my feeling is, I would be very comfortable with this position with colors reversed. You know, I always like playing the Queen's Gambit decline. So for me, this is an absolute bargain because I love that bishop. I love my two bishops. And as you point out, that once the bishop comes to d3, well, it's looking in both directions. And the knight comes to f3. And I would say he must be fairly happy with the outcome of the opening.
Yeah, I will defend Giri for a change and say that it's a very close position. So actually, the tempo up for white for Anton doesn't really matter. I mean, we're not like it's not. I mean, the pawn structure is very stable in the center. You don't have some attacks. So I guess the tempo. I mean, it's a good choice from Giri, but it's clear. Look, I mean, he has almost 15 minutes. So he's thought about it because he probably saw Keymer playing it in the tournament. So he just maybe Anton also played it. I can't remember, but he played something like that, I think. And so he clearly had an idea that, okay, in such positions, you know, the tempo up doesn't really matter. It would be interesting. So you think you would be better here? Because it sometimes, you know, if you're white, you put the same position, but you put just white on the pieces, and then you think you're better. But if you put black, you would say, oh, I'm slightly worse. Maybe I will equalize. And here, I don't know. It feels to me this kind of situation, you know, where here it feels that white is a bit better, but if it would be black, color reversed, I would think maybe white is better anyway. So it would be the exact same position. So this
I agree. I don't know why, but psychologically, it makes a massive difference.
Yeah.
And here, well, I mean, yeah, if the colors were reversed, I'd be very comfortable. But here I'm thinking, well, it's actually just pretty equal, pretty level. You know, worst case, black is just going to exchange off these bishops. There doesn't seem to be any danger for black on the king side at all. But let's see. I mean, one thing is interesting is that Anton is just hanging back with this knight for the moment, and I think that's wise because, you know, maybe he'll just go rook e1, and there we go, rook e1. So he might just want to put the knight back here. He might also be thinking, well, I'll leave it here because sometimes it can come to b3. Interesting.
Yeah,
Giri breaks with
E5. That's why he was waiting. I think you made a very good point that if the knight would come to f3 instead of rook e1, bishop f4, and black would be just very happy to exchange this dark square bishops. So he just played the slow rook e1, but now, yeah, he gave a chance to Giri to play e5. Is it a good deal or not? I mean, it would be some isolated pawn, which is never enough to win a chess game, but creating some problems for black. So I don't know if you take if you take the bishop, of course your pawn on d5 will be weak. Maybe knight d4, knight f5 will come.
Yeah, so, or just bishop e3 to d4 or something like this. I mean, it's a very comfortable position for white, I would say. But of course, there isn't so much juice in the position.
that's for sure. I think he will go like rook f8 as black. I think I want to have this. I'm playing for, you know, I used to commentate in French with Joseph Dorfman quite a lot. So I want to play with queen and knight. My goal is to get queen and knight against queen and bishop. But okay, now knight takes d3 game. So I wanted to exchange on f3 at some point and to exchange the dark square bishop and to have this queen and knight against queen and bishop, basically long term. But yeah, it keeps solid. I mean, okay, of course, this is just very solid. Can I?
A little something. I mean, I think Giri won't be unhappy with this position with black. You know, he likes orthodox positions. It's very regular. Yeah, making sure that the bishop comes here and it can be exchanged off. So, okay, it's Giri's kind of position type, really.
94 will come. I guess, because bishops. I mean, like if you exchange the bishop now, it's well known that this isolated pawn is clearly not enough, and you never win actually against a very strong player. Okay, then I was refuted live by by David Anton. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't believe that Giri is going to lose that. Yeah, this is never enough.
Let's leave that one for the time being. I think we should go to your boss. Let's see how your boss is doing. Now, Daniel Naroditsky white against Magnus Carlsen. How's your boss faring? Let's go.
Playing the French. So yeah, always feels as a joke, but I played the French against him, but it was really a joke. It was in one of the Grand Chess Tour in Paris. So I felt, and that was the only French in the tournament. But I lost in 20 moves, 25 moves. So that was not a real success, but he's doing it on a regular basis. So he's playing all this kind of bid lines. Of course, he likes in more serious events, let's say, in matches, he only played Spanish or Sicilian, but here he likes to change and play some Pierce, French. And if your opponent is not well prepared, I mean, it can give some winning chances and some very interesting positions. So that's the point of this. And he gets a very, very interesting position, I would say. Yeah, and not necessarily worse for black.
It's a beautiful bishop.
It's fantastic.
Love that bishop on the long diagonal.
Queen b7 might come, knight f4. It's already some problems for white to solve, I would say. Knight e1.
Going backwards feels like a concession already to me.
I agree. It's not fun. And Magnus playing very, very fast.
Yeah.
So,
and the a pawn maybe waiting in the wings.
Yeah, rook fd8, knight f4, queen b7 could be some ideas here. So I don't know in which order he will do it. But a5 a4, what you said, just to get rid of the potential weakness on a7. Of course, you never like to have such pawns, but yeah, now this kid doesn't look so. b8. Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, what? So that's interesting. So he's leaving the rook here. That's little surprising. I mean, it's a finesse, but
yeah. Can you explain to me?
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
I was hoping to throw that one to you.
Well, listen, if he's leaving the rook on f8, then I think I would put the f rook on d8 because it seems to me that the rook on the b file has more potential for play, considering that the a pawn might advance. Leaving the rook on f8, well, is he really at some moments going to contemplate advancing the f pawn?
Probably no, but probably king h8 f6 actually, because let's say you pass king, you play f3. I don't know. You play some move f3 king h8, and then if I go f6, then if you take on e6, then I will get knight f4 and some play. So maybe that's the only reason I can see, and also the second reason could be that he's not planning a5 a4. He feels okay. I have all this play, all these knight pieces. All these nice pieces like the knight on g6, the bishop on c6, potentially the queen. Maybe the bishop can attack as well. So I'm going to attack on the king side, maybe.
Yeah, well, okay, it's still a surprise to me. I mean, it's not a big deal, is it?
Maybe you have some nice. Let's show maybe knight d3. You cannot go knight d3. Actually, this is preventing knight d3 because knight d3. I think I will take on g2.
Oh, already.
You take
and take on d3
and knight f4, and I want a pawn.
Boom.
And your king is well.
Sweet. No, we love it. We love it. Nice tic tacs. Okay, but you don't want to make a move like f3, do you? I mean, it looks disgusting.
Yeah, but what do you play?
Maybe you have to.
It's already.
Yeah, maybe this bishop g5. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
What's this?
93 though.
Yeah, 93. Does it hold everything together? Maybe. I don't know.
I would think so.
Maybe.
No, but maybe you can start, after f3, you can start with knight f4. And then it's a bit awkward for because the queen, if you would go knight f4 before, it would go to g4, I think, the queen. But now it's a bit strange because if queen is 3, then I have bishop g5, queen f2, I don't know, but you cannot go knight d3 next.
Well, maybe bishop g5 here because we're starting to
is coming. You cannot go. Yeah, exactly. You cannot go g3 because there's check. You cannot move the knight only one. It's already. I mean, it's already not funny actually.
No. I mean, so maybe queen c2 because I still want to have.
But bishop g5 the same.
G5.
I'm taking rook d2 here.
Yeah.
And because of this.
Yeah, the split. The knight just gets in the way. Oof. Interesting. Okay.
No. So a loss for he played g3, but that looks of course.
He played g3. What?
Yeah, against the knight. Playing against the knight, of course, opening up the long diagonal, but then f3. Yeah, maybe next.
Okay, that
doesn't feel good now.
Just for a moment.
So Naroditsky, if he loses that one, is close to being out, right?
Okay, but he does have a very tough run in. He has to play Mamedyarov and another beast. He plays another beast. He has a really tough run in.
He has Duda, but he has Duda. If he has Duda and Mamedyarov, yeah, of course they are incredibly tough players, but they give chances. I mean, they are very aggressive guys, and when you need to win, actually, it's I think it's quite a good paying because they will try some things. They won't go for short, solid lines and so on. So they will give chances. Of course, they are very strong, but you will get your chances.
Let's go to Gukesh against Vincent Keymer because this looks.
I know that. Yeah.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, for white, yes, that's true. And I know that yesterday was a table day for Keymer. My friend Jan-Krzysztof complained to me this morning that his boy lost all his games yesterday, 0 out of 4.
Yeah, he had a tough
time. That was terrible.
Really tough. So he really needs to win here to stand any kind of chance. And now this looks very interesting for black. Well, I mean, if the pawn advances, then obviously, I mean, these pawns look dreadful. Okay, so queen g5, queen f6, very nice. Here. Oh, already, what's going on? This looks very fishy.
Indeed.
Can you play even? Okay, well, let me just play something very crude. Can I play e5?
Knight f5.
Okay, so I've got to watch this.
Wow. Oh, these kids are tricky. Let's face it. Knight takes c4, you have to calculate. But I don't know, it feels like something.
Well, yeah, but wait a second. What's this?
I just take. Ah, wow. I didn't see my rook.
There's your rook. Check. I mean, is this anything? I don't know. What's going on here? Is black just winning material?
I think so.
Yeah.
So give me back my pieces. Okay. E5. What do I do?
What do you do? And this is
no. I play. Okay. Let me go knight f5, e4. Oof. I have to do something clever here, but I don't see it. Yeah, no. Because I was no. Okay. Let me take on e4 with a pawn. You take on a1. And I go king f2, like I pretend I'm threatening mate on e7.
Okay, but if I just come back, then knight d6. Okay.
Yeah, but you can come back to f6.
Yeah.
Maybe then e5. I want to lure your queen on
yes,
e5 or e6. But
let me just show what you're intending. So here is a little bit awkward because of knight f7. Okay, so let's take our time here.
But you can take on f5 actually, maybe.
Oh,
take on f5, take on h1.
Oh my word, that's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah.
Well, so but it feels like something which doesn't work at all. And now Thaddeus, our guide producer, telling us that he's right. Queen a1, king f2, queen a2, and rook c5. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but this is anyway. It looked like e4. Yeah, takes king f2.
This looks, but this is all absolutely awful.
Yeah, our line was just wrong, but it feels very wrong anyway. So he will go. I think he will go for e5. Why not?
Yeah, I mean it's really strange. Let's just see how this arose. Oh, it's one of these ludicrous bishop f4 things. Okay. Yeah, well, it's already very comfortable. Yeah. And he hasn't played e5 yet. He's down to 7 minutes. He's actually taking his time, which might be wise because this just could be winning on the spot.
Exactly. I mean, it's time to
invest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can play also. You can play very simple rook c5. You will go short castle, then you will go rook fc8 and
e5 played. E5 played.
Yeah,
Knight f5 played. Here he goes. Is he going to go for it? He could be very boring and play rook c5, but we want e4. This is the move we want, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't like boring stuff here in this.
No,
show.
I know you're a member of the Chicken Chess Club, but I want e4. You want e4. Crowd want e4.
Allez, e4.
Allez, allez, e4. It's on the board.
Then we'll have a look. You promise that we'll have a look at Giri Rapid, which is my boy. And he's also in contention for the, but it's not that exciting. Let's face it. This is a kind of game I like. But 97, 95 will come for Richie, so he has no problems. But the problem, he has 18 points, so he's doing well. So a draw is fine actually for Richie. So that's good.
Yeah, but maybe he's obviously a bit better, isn't he? I mean, these squares look rather inviting. But okay.
That's true. I think White has to be careful, but if they would probably save the day. Let's say knight f4, I'm controlling. But yeah, of course, it's a bit, it's bishop f4 even, just 95 you just take, and should be fine for White.
Yeah, but it's not the most beautiful piece, is it? I mean, knight b6, good potentially, a little tickle here.
Yeah. a4.
Anyway, Richie's not in trouble. So.
And Keymer played e4.
Yeah.
So aggressive. No, it's just pure calculation, actually. It's not about being aggressive. It's just very good calculation by Keymer. So where do we go? King d8, yeah. And now, what did he plan? Our boy Gukesh, one of the prodigy. Maybe, according to me, actually, is the most promising of all of them. With the Gazy close, but I mean, this guy Gukesh, I'm really, I mean, like, of course, how not to be impressed? I mean, the guy just won 8 games in a row in the Olympiad on the first board. Every tournament he's playing is winning some rating, playing some amazing chess. So it's hard to not to be impressed by these guys.
Totally. Let's just very quickly explain what the problem for White is. There's a bishop attacked. There's a rook attacked. And it's very hard for White to get out of that one. You can take a rook down the other end of the board, but I'm afraid Black will just get more stuff in the end. So it looks like Gukesh, well, a great talent, but it looks like he's just blundered in this one. Let's go back to Anton against Giri. Well,
that's what we discussed, and I did guarantee. I mean, of course it's rapid, so he will tie David Anton. But objectively speaking, this is just nothing for White. Actually, I mean, like experience now has proven that you need more pieces, you need one more weakness. Otherwise, Black is just holding that without too much trouble. And especially now he weakens the king, so with f3, h3, so it will be a lot of puppet wall. So I mean, that's just I'm not. Yeah, it will be a draw.
Yeah, looks very stable indeed. Let's go back to your boss. Let's go to Magnus. Let's see what's happened there. Well, okay, in the end, it wasn't significant that it was the B rook that went to the 8. Considering he simply doubled. Bishop d5. Well, I mean, white has stabilized, I would say.
Yeah, but you get the D line as black. I like black actually. Knight f8, okay. But how do you? What's the plan here for white? And you weaken your king as well. You play g3 f4 just to stabilize. Of course, probably you needed that, but now your king is just forever, forever weak, and these pawns. Poof. I think it's. I'm not sure that black is better, but I think it's just incredibly difficult to play as white. I mean, how do you? What's the plan actually?
Well,
all the tough questions are for you, Danny. I'm really sorry about that.
No, it's good, but I'm just wondering. The thing is, it's going to take some time for this knight to actually appear. So, I mean, if I'm very, very boring and just decide to exchange lots of pieces, so what happens on this?
Yeah, queen somewhere.
Queen b7, d7.
Yeah, d7. Let's say.
Okay, let's do this.
Takes. I can. You know what I am considering now? That you take on d5. Maybe I can take with a pawn sometimes, because I can go ed. Then I have d4 coming. Then the queen can come. The knight, my poor knight, was on g6 and f8. Now has a square on e6. So I'm considering. I'm not saying it's good, but that's.
It might be white's turn. Not sure. But I mean, okay, if one plays in the orthodox way and just recaptures with the queen. I mean, my plan with white was, just to be really boring.
Yeah.
Say, okay, well, I'm just going to get the next rook here. And of course, if queens are exchanged, I think the problem is that actually these minor pieces don't really contribute to black's play at all. And, if rook d2, actually white might just be exchanging off. So, I mean, your point that, yes, e takes on d5 certainly livens up the proceedings, but it feels to me like white is very solid. I mean, potentially playing f5.
He didn't do that at all. He played bishop c3 and Magnus took on c4 immediately, planning, not doing at all. Queen c6, okay. Yeah, this is pretty equal, I would say, yeah. Maybe you're right. Potentially, actually, black could be worse. I mean, if you make to exchange all rooks and queen, I mean, like the knight and bishop, you have more space as white, and also the knight on f8 looks poor. The bishop on e7 as well. The pawn c5 is on the same colors as his bishop, so it's a bit blocked by his own pawn. I mean, like it could be worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
But actually, I think this is clever what Magnus has done, because at least, this queen coming to a4 is actually a pain in white's side.
Yeah.
That's a permanent issue and makes it much more difficult to exchange rooks, of course.
Yeah, it's very annoying, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's deflects one rook off here, but actually the rooks can switch very easily. Once this knight comes out, then black can be a little bit more optimistic, I think. So I'm not sure that in this position, actually recapturing with the pawn was the best move. I don't know.
Yeah, but he wanted to make sure that he was going to play rook d1, because otherwise it takes a lot of time. Let's say I go queen b7 or...
yeah, that could be an issue.
Yeah.
But I think this is clever of Magnus, actually, because this looks more significant to me.
That's what he does in general, clever things.
Yeah. But, there are targets now. H5, okay.
So, yeah. That's very, very, 2022 move, H5. You don't play H6 anymore. You go H5.
Yeah.
Because this is what artificial intelligence taught us. That's okay, just gain some space. Maybe H4, maybe not. But anyway, it's nice to have the H5.
But so Magnus is still finding ways to just create a little bit of play there. Oh, H4, that's very committal.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering when this is going to bounce around here. And okay, that's my prediction. around about 10 or 15 moves time, it might well come to pass. That knight is going to end up here. Oh, okay. It'll find a different route somehow. Okay,
That's not going to be easy, but yeah, let's find out.
That's not going to be easy. That's true.
I mean, like, now so
I love that. You know, I predict something and Magnus immediately what a contrarian. He just stops it straight away. Okay, the knight's not going to go via that route. Anyway, Magnus has a little advantage there. Okay, let's just go back to Gukesh against Keymer.
So he just castled after 96 king 8, just castled. You don't have much of a choice, I guess. And now, well, of course, it's probably good for black, but white has some practical chances if I manage to get back that pawn on d3. 3 minutes for Keymer. Could be tricky.
It even feels like quite a decent outcome from white for white, considering what was on the board a little bit earlier.
Yeah, queen e7. I find some. Oof. What's giving a pawn? Free pawn with check. Oof. That's very tempting.
Okay.
But he wants to open up the lines, and actually, queen e3, you just move the king h1 or king g2 maybe. King h1, no, but then you cannot go q1.
And now,
and
now bishop b7.
Rook takes d3.
Oh, okay. Rook takes
d3. Have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can just.
It's annoying.
Actually, it looks winning for black simply.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too pieces. I mean, like he play f6 instead of bishop b7, but that would be my guess. You just protect g7, rook d3. I go queen c5 or queen e5. And why? I actually have 2 pieces against the rook. Then I will play rook e8. Bishop comes to b7. Maybe knight b7, knight c5 as well first, and then bishop b7. It looks. I don't know what's your feeling on that, but to me,
yeah. In fact, it doesn't seem like it's any big drama. Yeah, I mean, once the rook comes to e8, actually, black is very secure. I mean, it's funny, the bishop on c8 should probably just stay there because it's doing a very good job of covering the d7 pawn. And then, yeah, if black is in control of the open e file, then
he played queen e5 and queen somewhere, and then I think he will go knight b7 next, knight to c5.
Yeah,
and then just this knight is not knight 5 anymore, and I think that's great for black.
Agreed. Okay, let's have a look at a Shak attack. I'm going to go right from the beginning. So Shak, every day he produces one absolutely spectacular game.
Yeah.
So this is Abdusattorov playing white, another absolute superstar.
A world rapid champion. I mean, current world rapid champions is not beating Magnus Carlsen in the process. So that was, of course, amazing. And Olympiad gold medalist, first board of this young Uzbek team. So yeah, very impressive, simply.
Yeah. Okay. This is very Shakish. So somehow this H pawn has disappeared. The queen is in the zone. Oh, Abdusattorov just going for it. What a calm move. What a calm move. He's just put his rook in the middle, allowing this knight to be taken. Okay, presumably rook e7 is just devastating.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah. It looks very bad for way too dangerous. Look at these pieces on the queen side, which are doing nothing. So yeah, Shah just activated his queen.
And now, e4. What a strange constellation with maybe the knight coming here. I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, c4. Okay, he wants to just blow his way through. That's taken. A rook takes. Oh my word! This is incredible. So Abdusattorov is doing a Shak attack on Shak.
That looks incredibly dangerous for black. I would be so scared here. You just go, even some slow move as rook e1, let's say, just to, because when I go queen h7 check, king f8, you want to go to e7 and so on. So rook e1, I just want to, to cut, like in rook and game. I'm just cutting your king, boxing your king on the king side. So even such a slow move as rook e1 looks very dangerous for black. But I guess there is some.
But isn't this fantastic? You know, there is. This is real flair. You know, in this position, okay. You know, this is so typical. You know, I'm looking at. Oh yeah, you know these squares. I want to play knight e2 to f4, and the guy just goes, "What? I'm just going to blow your head off," you know, and gives a rook. And this is absolutely, you know, you can't calculate this to the end.
That's for
this
sure.
Is all feeling. I mean, absolutely brilliant. It's a completely different way of playing chess. Shaq down to 23 seconds.
He wants to turn. I mean, like he doesn't like. It's not like such situation as black. It's obvious that he would love to be white here. I mean, with the rook down and this great initiative, and so he doesn't like to defend himself. So that's also a very good psychological choice from Abdusattorov. But I think it's simply good for white. And
well, let's look at your move, rook e1. I like it a lot. It looks very nice. Let's just discover exactly what the threat is. Well, of course, black does need to bring some pieces into the game. So where can I possibly move? I mean, is it possible to play bishop f5, or is this just? Oh, this I think this just loses material. This can just
how? Just take twice, huh?
Just take twice and then play queen g6.
Yeah, and that's
for example, if there's nothing better.
Yeah.
So okay, let's just bishop d7 looks like the end of the world. So how do you want to do this?
I want to go queen h7, checking f8, and bishop d5. Let's say. And now I open and I want queen h8, and I don't see how you.
This must be the end. Yeah. So this is the basic threat.
I would really think so.
Okay, it looks fantastic, but
it's not my pieces, you know. So I don't, you know, I play rook e1, but I would be a bit nervous playing rook e1 in official game because I played bishop h7 and bishop g6. Okay, so that's what queen h8 is coming, rook e1 is coming. Wow, that looks like a great move actually. I like it.
But in a way, very similar. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah. And now. Yeah, queen e5. Okay.
Stop.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see how he proceeds here.
This is in the air.
Can I go queen? Let's try this. Check. Queen h8, king e7. Knight c6.
Knight c6. I know this exactly. This is what I was.
e8, king e6. But I don't see
it. Now. Okay, but if I just do something like, oh no, you can. Yeah, okay, I'll play queen here. Let's try.
Okay, that is very dangerous, yeah. Because if I go queen f6, then you just.
Well, I was hoping that I could take and play rook e1.
Oh, maybe you can play rook e1 right away and then take.
e1 right away. Yeah. Probably.
Kings, but even that is not. What my king is saying. King c7. Bishop b7. Yeah, it's a good move.
Problem. Okay, yeah. Let's go back here. Okay, so the immediate strike doesn't seem to work. It is absolutely on the edge.
That's for sure. It's not easy, actually. I don't see it.
Nope.
Do you?
No, I don't. I'm. What if I? Okay, this. Okay, let me do this. And. No, I was wanting to do something tricky with the queen, but just rook f8. I mean, I was looking at this.
So Tadeas is telling us that king f1 but also knight c2. Yeah, actually that's the point. Yeah, knight c2, but this is very difficult. On rook d2, rook e2, but rook d2 there is no check. No, it's protected actually. That's nice. And rook I mean, the point is to get. We got the right idea to get the e line, but actually we didn't match.
Either rook d2 or king f1 or
knight c2. All the same idea. I mean, just to get the rook on the e line.
Yeah,
and
that could be useful as well.
Yeah, that's true. Knight c2 is really a great move, but these knight retreats are very, very difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Let's if He's played King F1. He's
Wow.
played. Oh, class.
That's
Absolute class. He's found
Yeah.
King F1 with the idea Rook E1. I think your Rook E1 was a lot simpler than this.
not sure, but yeah.
Anyway, maybe.
Queen F6, settling mate. Finally. Okay, check.
F4. F4.
Take. F4.
F4. That's the move I want to make. I don't know.
F4 might be very good. No. F4 I just maybe yeah, okay.
He's checked. King E7 now. Can you knight C6 and Queen D8? Let's just show that.
Wow.
This here, and if King E6, then this is checkmate. That's beautiful. And so the king has come up to E6 now.
That's okay. That's this.
We're getting
Not
very
good. I mean, worst case scenario, I just go knight D8, knight take F7, and I took back the rook, and I'm just attacking for free, basically. I mean, like mating for free. Actually, it's not an attack anymore. It's just mate.
Yeah, he's played it.
Yeah, I think he will just
bishop take. Let's go bishop take.
Bishop takes is the simplest, maybe. I'm even a pawn up.
yeah. This is counting the pennies.
Yeah.
when there's a big pot of gold.
It's better to,
I don't know. I don't know which is better, but okay. I mean,
knight F7. I mean,
knight F7. You have to calculate this.
Yeah, but hard to 95, let's say, and then Queen D8. I think you're just about to resign here.
Yeah, should be.
It's a game, actually. It's played.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. Excellent. It is the game.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Nice game by Abdusattorov. Yeah, showing his talent.
And Rook D6.
Yeah,
this is on
very
the board.
impressive.
Rook D6.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Oh wow. So Shaq got a taste of his own medicine there. Very, very nice from Naroditsky Abdusattorov, an absolute superstar, which basically cements his position in the top half. Vincent Keymer has done the biz. Let's just check this one out. Let's just see how it finished. It's all pretty smooth.
Yeah. Okay, it's good for him. That he won. Actually, just corrected me. He lost 5, I mean, he lost 4 yesterday, and he lost the previous round. So that was terrible. So it's good to win a game. Of course, it doesn't help when you lose 5 games, in order to finish the top half. I mean, I guess he has no chances, but let's see. And our boy Giri, well, everything gets slowly exchanged, so I'm still expecting a draw here. I guess you go King H6. And you just want to collect on H4, King G6, okay. That also works.
White kind of needs a pass pawn, so it still looks like that's in the drawing zone. Let's just have a quick look at Eric Geisy against Rapport. Richie now has 2 pawns, but white. Well, it's going to be one very solid pawn. No chances.
The king is far. The king would be on F2. I would tell you, okay.
Yeah,
would be a draw, but here
this is not simple.
No. I'm not even sure it's a draw actually, but probably it's a draw. But I mean, I would be worried here. As white, the king is really far. But what is good for white is that this is the wrong square for black. So it means that if you have like bishop and pawn against the naked king, it won't win. So that could be an idea of defense for white.
Could be, but very unpleasant to play.
Let's say I go. How can I? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's very unpleasant. And yeah, Magnus made a draw. Okay.
Okay, I just want to see what happened there. I'm curious to see how this middle game unfolded.
Did the knight arrive on F5? It's going the right. Okay. Okay, so he managed to. Yeah.
Okay, no drama at all.
Okay, it's fair enough, but it's actually it's weird to tell something like that, but it's a bad result for Naroditsky. I mean, tournament wise, he needed to score 3 points, so yeah, it's not good for his chances to qualify.
No. Niels Grandelius against Jan-Krzysztof Duda. Looks pretty nice. Two beautiful pass pawns on the king side. Well,
should be winning,
yeah, unless this knight manages to reach b3, and I don't think it's going to happen if we take.
Oh, we're close.
Well, it's fast. It's fast.
Rook c6. Maybe I have to give the exchange. Like maybe rook c6, knight c5.
Yes.
I go bishop f6 first. You go kings where you want, and I go rook c5 and bishop takes c5. That looks like a lot of pawns.
It's indeed a lot of pawns. Is that winning? Well, we've got bishop c7.
Yeah.
Should be winning.
But unfortunately, actually for Niels, of course, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, this is even clearer, of course. The bishop came here.
Yeah, of course. And for Duda as well. I mean, he already could be. I mean, it's important to finish. If you are first, of course, you play the 8th. So for the pairings of the quarterfinal, it could be.
Well, actually, considering that Vidit has beaten Aditya Mittal, so Vidit now bounces up into 9th position on 17. So actually, Richie, a win for Richie would be desirable here. Then he can create a bit of a gap, but
and Giri made a draw, by the way, in the meantime, which is nothing but, I mean, not surprising at all. But a good result. I mean, let's face it, for Giri, not because he's taking 1 point, which is never really great, but because he keeps Anton quite far, actually. He keeps Anton 3 points behind, and he's one of the most dangerous contender. But Vidit is there now with 17 points, so who knows?
Yeah, so if Richie can win this one, that would be a big help. So Giri and Rapport, those are the ones who are in a little bit of danger.
And I think we have. I know at some point we will have Giri Carlsen. Maybe it's the very next round. I didn't check the order of the pairings, but I know Magnus is playing against Giri, and of course Magnus, he likes to tease Anish. Okay, so it's the next round. So of course Magnus will, he will take that game seriously, even if for him he's already in. But
okay, this is looking very difficult to make progress for Black now. Okay, the rook needs to switch round, but White has set up pretty nicely. This rook needs to disrupt very quickly. Somehow, I don't know how, here, and well, it needs to come here or something. How are the clock times? 26 seconds against a minute and a half. Richie has a minute more. Aragaisi, can he hold this one?
And these guys, these young guys, Higazi, Gukesh, they don't care if they have it doesn't matter too much for them if they have little time on the clock. This is amazing, actually, which self-control they have. Okay, they had a lot of training, of course, online and playing a lot of blitz, but still, it's the same. You cannot notice from their moves when you are watching the games after. You don't know if they are 5 minutes or 10 seconds. I mean, it's the same quality. They don't particularly. They don't blunder, actually. I mean, very rare.
Yeah, I mean, they're unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
So they have no distractions in their life. They don't have kids. They don't have bills to pay. Mommy and daddy pay the bills. They don't have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know very well what you're talking about. Yeah, no, they don't have distraction yet. That's true.
Okay, so Richie just a little bit of progress. That's not bad.
But how? I mean, like, I just stay king b4. Yeah, exactly. You just stay with the king. And actually, I you know, let's imagine you bring your king to g2 with black, which is not so easy to achieve, and you play f2. Then I will just take everything, and it's a draw. So
Yeah,
I think I think it's just pretty straightforward draw.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I mean, I suppose one slight hope would be, can you
shop to f5
somehow switch into attacking the king?
Yeah, but on dark square, I mean, I'm
very
safe.
difficult.
Yeah, very difficult to imagine that something will go wrong here for white. So really, I don't expect Richie in general is just, you know, he's a pragmatic guy. So if there is nothing to hope for, he will just make a draw and not play forever.
Let's go back to Grandelius against Duda. What is going on now?
Did he make? Oh, he went wrong. Really not this tournament, apparently.
Okay, but what's going on here?
He can't even lose now. C5 I just take. You can't take back. Because I have rook c3.
Course. Oh.
So now I just want e4, e3, and so he's doing that anyway. Huh?
Okay, so now time to run.
Okay, now it's time to count. It's not easy.
Oh dear, it's after lunch, and I can't calculate now.
b6. Oh, king d6, and now he's not afraid of. He may even lose Niels here. No. He will. No, I can now. I can take on c5 because if you go for my bishops, then I will have f7, and I will push my pawns on the king side. So he's going for that. Yeah.
Well, hang on. Okay.
It could be winning. Yeah, actually for.
It may be winning. Let's have.
No. It's very safe actually for Niels. How you? Yeah, it's not easy to.
This could be winning for white.
It looks winning actually now.
The king turns in this direction.
Yeah, now it's So it will be the.
This is okay. That doesn't seem to make a difference. It looks stable, and if let's just check this. Check here. Takes f7, I suppose. Here.
Yeah, this is game over.
It's game over. There we are.
He took on b7 now. I guess Niels will go king d5, king e5, and I'm in time for king d5, king c7. I guess this is the only way. King e5, king d7, maybe. Or g6 and.
Okay, so here.
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 Let's go.
And now f7. Exactly.
Yeah,
and then push
the zone. Okay.
Looks
so
decisive. Okay, how's Richie? Let's go back to Richie.
Yeah.
What's he doing? He's trying to get something against the king. Yeah, okay. You never know.
He's trying he's trying to get something around the white king, actually.
Yeah.
What you suggested. Which is, I don't know if it's really.
Yeah, but wait a second. Bishop c4. Okay, and then here.
Okay, bishop c4. I go check.
Yeah, I see. Then there was bishop d4. Okay, but still, okay. Now king c3. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, bishop d5.
I can pin you, I guess. But
yeah.
No, he's going out. Okay.
Close, but yeah, it looks like black hasn't actually made any progress.
Yeah, so this is the last game going on. We had how many decisive results? We had like 5 and 1 still going on. It's really fighting.
Very bloodthirsty. Let's just see the end of the Duda Grandelius game, which finished like this. He actually took the e-pawn. Yeah. That'll do nicely. So that's the final position, and the pawn simply marches through. Very nice. But I think the game of the round, I mean, we're waiting for this one to conclude. It could take some time, actually. But I want to go over that Abdusattorov Mamedyarov game.
Yeah, that was
this was really special. So once again, we have this kind of pragmatic opening choice played by Abdusattorov. I don't know how you'd even describe this. It's kind of a London system.
Yeah, but I guess it's a London. But yeah. No, he's just playing it. I mean, it's clear that he's playing the opening without any ambitions. I mean, he just so many points that he will qualify for sure. He knows it, so he's just trying something, just to get a game of chess.
Yeah, interesting that Shaq didn't just exchange off knight for bishop here. Actually,
he's always super ambitious. So f5 is really something you want to crush your opponent. I mean, that's for sure. But yeah.
So now this one is hanging. So this one got taken. And
actually, it could become very bad for white. I mean, imagine I just go, queen c7, I want g4. I want to take your pawn. It's a central pawn, and I can go e5. It's actually what happened in the game. So it was very, it was typical Shah style. I mean, taking a lot of risk.
You're not joking. I mean, really, this is absolutely pushing it to the limit. Considering, okay, of course, in this position, the best policy is just to put the pawns back here. But I mean, this really, you know, he'll look at this afterwards and go, "Oh, why on earth did I do this?" Well, for the very reason that you said, he's pushing it to the limit.
Yeah.
And always. If he gets away with it, fantastic. Yeah, but not in classical chess, but in rapid, definitely. Rapid and blitz.
Well, also sometimes in classical.
Sometimes.
Less, of course, much less. But in rapid and blitz, of course, it's guaranteed, actually. But yeah, that was interesting. I'm not sure that Abdusattorov was doing well all the way, but that was anyway.
Yeah, but one feels there's kind of a tendency when Black's pieces are positioned like this, and what Black's king is so exposed that in practice it's got to be pretty bad, hasn't it? Pretty bad for Black.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, Shaq put the knight back here, and that really is an invitation to dinner. I mean, perhaps he could have just done that instead.
Although, if I take what do I mean? No,
depends how quickly this can get into the game, but okay.
Takes on d5. I'm just better. Bishop g2, rook e5, rook e1. I mean, it's so easy to play as well.
Yeah, it's also absolutely terrible.
It's a disaster.
It is a disaster, yeah. But this absolutely is an invitation to dinner. And rook d1, this move I really like. Rook d1 is fantastic. So cool. I mean, really cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice move, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for example, here, well, I would think of bishop g2 maybe. So takes bishop d5 is pretty obvious. And maybe this would induce e4 and then, I like my nice little maneuvers. But no, rook d1, fantastic. And now here, and this move. Wow.
That was amazing. Boom.
Really, really amazing.
But in a way, I mean, he has to be fast because, I mean, he has to be quick because bishop d7, rook e8 is coming. So he was probably, he's a pawn down after all. Oh.
No, it's not. He's
not
a pawn down.
Sorry.
Listen,
but okay, his bishop is
this kind of... the point. If you just play knight e2 to f4, I mean, I think this just guarantees you a big advantage.
Actually, that's weird, yeah. Yeah,
okay. And that's why. I mean, this guy. I mean,
so ambitious.
Really, I mean, it's just
incredibly ambitious. No, actually, you're a very good point. That 92 f4, I mean, just better for.
Yeah. But this is just, I want to rip your head off. I mean, and he did. This is, and King F1, very subtle, beautiful.
Maybe the star move, actually. No, it's, I don't know, Rook D1 and King F1 as the star move, actually, of the game.
Yeah, and just to point out, this one takes check and Queen D6 is
very
mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really. And yeah, and actually a very nice finesse because, okay, my move, Bishop takes Rook, keeps everything together, but actually this giving up the piece is absolutely crushing.
And breaking news, Richie mated his opponent.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Oh no, we missed it. We blinked, we missed it. Wow. Let's just go back. What happened? I don't know. Apologies, everyone. Let's see. Somehow he inveigled his opponent into doing this.
That's true. Yeah, now you are just pinned. You cannot move anything. Oh boy. That's mate on the very next move, King N1, Rook A3.
Shocker. A shocker, but that does, well, Richie has done himself a big favor. Let's just take a look at the scores. We have, well, at the top, we'll leave them to sort it out, but in 7th and 8th position, we have Gukesh, Eragaisi, and Rapport on 21. And then we have Giri 19, Vidit 17. So the cutoff is Vidit in 9th position and Giri in 8th position. So remember, it's the top 8 that go through to the knockout phase. And Laurent, you were saying the next round, it's Giri Carlsen. That is a huge game.
So I think we will root for Magnus just to make it exciting for the last round, because if Anish loses, then they have a chance to catch up with him. Oh, I am too biased here. No, but that will be very exciting. I'm sure Magnus will play something which gives chances for both sides. And it's a chance also for Giri to win, but that will be a very exciting game and game of the round. While we need, who is playing Vidit? Vidit Rapport. So he can win as well. So it's very incredibly exciting actually.
Okay, so 2 big games coming up. I'm guessing that the Rapport game will begin a little bit later, but. Well, normally the games, of course, begin on the hour, so they should have started by now.
No. They start at 07, as Tadeusz is telling us. So because they are waiting today, they are waiting for each other just to make it more fair, because this is the last round. So it's unthinkable that one would start before and know the result, have some edge on informations. So no. So they are waiting.
Yeah, absolutely fair enough. So, well, I think in that case, we'll take a short break. I need to fill up my mug of tea. You need to fill up your mug.
I need to.
Oh, what is it?
Check you don't know what it is? You didn't
tell me what it is.
This is Air Things. Our sponsor. Look, I have the numbers here.
Wow.
My air quality, I think, is kind of still good. Not ideal. But 23 degrees. Oh, this is too much.
Well, at least I'm glad the air quality is good in Paris. I think it's probably better than in London.
Not sure.
I'm not sure.
I think it's a close call. Yeah,
it is a close call. But okay, do join us, everyone, for the next round, round 14, the penultimate round, in 5 minutes. And remember, this is the Aimchess Rapid. And do check out aimchess.com/try and check out this very powerful analytical tool that really helps with chess improvement. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, we will see you in about 4 minutes' time.
Air quality isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about chess and esports, but it affects our focus, decision-making, health, sleep, and more. What's in the air you breathe? Find out with Air Things.
I'm going to talk about my games from this season of the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour.
The idea of h4 is very direct. I want to play h5, open up the king side, and potentially check my team.
Alan continued with trying to put some pressure here on the e6 pawn. And c5, knight's doing a great job here, both potentially for some attacking ideas, but also defending the e6 pawn.
Rook g8 still doesn't spoil anything, but rook takes the g7 is a gross mistake now, because rook c8 is still easily winning.
Hi, I'm John Chess, inventor of chess, and also your new stepdad. And we're very disappointed in you, son and or daughter, because you suck at chess. And so that is why you have to now sign up for Aimchess. Aimchess is a digital chess trainer that creates personalized lessons based on positions from your own games, and turns your blunders into wonders. Link your Chess24 account or other online chess accounts today and learn the official Aimchess Gambit, which is where you take your opponent's king and then you just fucking eat it. I didn't know I was gonna say that. In-depth analysis, tactics trainer, blunderer, preventerer, whatever the this is, and a new personalized feed full of curated chess puzzles and memes. All of this and more available only at Aimchess.
Hello?
Courtney, did you know that the average Aimchess user...
Oh my god, stop calling me about fucking Aimchess!
You heard it here first. Join Aimchess today and become the world's greatest chess man in the world. Or chess woman? Hi, I'm Magnus Carlsen. I'm Magnus Carlsen, and I own Aimchess. But now you are a Magnus Carlsen instead, because you beat me at chess because of Aimchess. That's right, you dumb piece of Aimchess. They asked me to cut that last bit, but I won't. Get 6 months premium free by typing your credit card details, name, and full home address in the comments down below. Aimchess. They put the based in turn-based strategy. Why the f do you keep paying me for these? Aimchess. It stands for Aim Chess. Oh shit, I'm out of time. Sign up for Aimchess!
Welcome back. It's the Aimchess Rapid, and this is the penultimate round of the preliminaries. It's still quite tight. We have the top 8 going through to the knockout phase. Anish Giri in 8th position on 19. Just behind him, Vidit Gujarati on 17 points. So we need to look at the crunch game of the round. Anish Giri playing white against Magnus Carlsen. There's always a little bit of an edge to this encounter. Laurent.
Can you feel that Anish is already trying to force a draw here? No, because if you go for the main line, knight c6, what will happen? I will tell you knight f3. But Magnus won't do that, I guess. He went knight c6. Knight f3, I mean, this is guaranteed. Bishop g4, cd, knight d5, queen b3, all these lines, long lines. Knight f3, of course, that's my boy. He's already trying to force it, but here some cap will come, I guess. I mean, Magnus is not going to do that.
Okay. Let me just explain that a6. There we go. As you say, Magnus has some kind of rubbish with a6. Let me just interpret what you've said, because basically, for anyone that plays this system, everyone knows that this move, bishop g4, can lead to this very long forcing line.
And actually, bishop g4 is such a natural move to make. I mean, if you look at the position for the first time, you just go bishop g4, and e6, you go queen b7, knight d4, knight d5. No, bishop b5. You're right.
Bishop b5. Yeah.
Queen knight takes, queen takes, queen d7, and you play this. Queen c6. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah. You know your stuff. Oh. King
here and
Queen b5, Queen d7, and basically, it's known as a very, very slight push for white, but
it's absolutely a draw these days. Yeah, so it's a very long forcing sequence, but Magnus, he wants to play something more.
But look, there's Rapid Vidit, which is already over. It's a draw.
Oh.
Some Berlin, queen e4, queen d4.
Okay, well, that's really surprising because
I should claim copyright here because I was the first one to have like 15 games in the database as black, because people they know that I was playing the Berlin for now. 15 years maybe I'm playing the Berlin, and people they notice in the database that if they want to do, they can go for that. And so I had many games before it was very popular in these online games. So
you're rightly very proud of that. I can tell.
I was black all the time. I think I don't have a single white game here, but I had many black games, and actually it's when people they see that and they feel okay, maybe a draw is okay, then they go for it. So I don't know what's
very surprising decision.
Well, it depends. Who is playing Vidit in the last round?
Anton. I've just looked. Anton.
Okay, he's white and he has to win. Okay.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, well, makes some sense. I don't know.
Yeah,
it depends. Well, I mean, maybe he's thinking that. Well, I suppose, who does Giri play in the last round? Giri has black against Arjun.
Yeah, so it's a risky. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It's not great for Vidit actually.
Well, let's see how the game between Giri and Magnus is playing out.
Because if Giri wins, then it's over for Vidit. So it's a bit weird. Yeah.
Okay, what are the odds that Giri is going to beat Magnus?
Okay, it's already happened. So I guess it's possible that it happens one more time. And actually, Giri has to win one of the games, and it will be fine. So, I mean, for Vidit, it's really a bad result, while for Richie, actually, it makes perfect sense. Now he has like, how many points he has?
Richie...
22, so he's in.
Yeah,
sure.
Richie's in.
Yeah. So for him, the choice of the Berlin from Vidit perspective was, I would say, to say the least. I mean, a bit, it could be the chicken of the week. He could become the chicken of the week.
He might make it.
Yeah, he might make it.
Might make it to the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I listened to the first few weeks of the Chicken Chess podcast.
And then you got bored.
No, I don't know. I've just been very busy the last few weeks. I found it very entertaining, actually. I've enjoyed it. I should shout out, and I should mention it that Jan-Krzysztof's son, Peter Heine Nielsen, and Laurent have a very entertaining podcast, the Chicken Chess podcast. I recommend it if you want to get an insight into top-level chess, a little bit of gossip behind the scenes, particularly, of course, from the Magnus team. Then do check out the Chicken Chess podcast. There you go. You've had a nice.
Thank you very much. And you shouldn't listen to the last 15 minutes, which are Peter Heine complaining about FIDE, so that you can skip. So,
well, the last one I listened to was Peter Heine basically saying no comment about whenever he was asked about the whole cheating drama.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We didn't learn too much from that, but I don't mind Peter Heine complaining about FIDE. He often has a very good point.
Yeah, no, that's true.
In any case, let's get back to the chess. Giri Carlsen, here we go. Knight f6. Okay, is, well, d5 can be met by knight a5, I guess.
Aha, that's the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think Anish might just go for it like this.
It will be on the board already.
Yeah, it will be on the board.
A3. My boy will play A3. I know him by heart. He will play A3 just to make sure that D5.
Yeah, and then D5 is a serious threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, A3 is just a normal move. Okay, but then we might get B5.
Bishop A2. But you can go B4 then.
B4, yeah.
Yeah, that's true actually. So how do you get rid of this D4 pawn? It's not easy. And H3 was very, very strange to me. But it's not...
When was H3 played? Okay, this
it's just a move before, actually.
Oh, here?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Okay, that's really strange.
Yeah.
Okay, is he plotting to take here and then he doesn't want bishop g4? But okay, yeah, but really? I mean, this is, if one of my pupils played this move h3, I'd be wagging my finger at them like this. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Laurent, you'd never play that move.
It's not the most... I could play that more, of course. But that's not the most ambitious try. Let's face it. You are just trying to take on d5 and to play bishop d3, something like that, and to pretend that in this symmetrical position, you are just a bit better, which fits, actually, Anish's plans to be safe in that game. But Magnus is pushing him. Look,
I'll give you a good practical reason why h3, for me, isn't in the spirit of the position, because it takes the square from the rook.
Okay.
Because, come on, I'm an English hacker. I just want to put my rook on h3 and deliver checkmate.
I didn't say it was in the spirit of the position. I say I could play it. That's completely different,
Okay.
No, I'm not saying it's a good move, but sometimes you don't want to go. You could go h4 as well. I mean, like h4 was more maybe. It was definitely more aggressive, and then you can go bishop g5, knight g5, something like that. But Magnus is forcing Anish actually to attack, and that's true. That this pawn h3 now is preventing white to create any kind of knight e5, rook e3, and some attack. Queen d3 is coming. Okay.
Well, it looks like a pretty normal. I mean, I can't compare the tempi, but it looks like a very typical Queen's Gambit accepted, actually.
It's very acceptable for black. I mean, it looks very, very normal. Bishop g5, you just go g6, super solid. Okay, you have two, because otherwise bishop f6 and h7 is weak. And then you will go c8, knight c4. I mean, very clear plan for black. I would actually pick black here.
Yeah, and by the way, it's not just the rook that can't go to h3. Sometimes, sometimes
the queen as well.
Knight e5 and h3 is the normal square for the queen.
That was really a terrible move. Let's face it. So that makes it more interesting, actually.
Well, let's stick with this one. Okay, well, let's.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my computer. What's Giri looking like?
You don't see him.
No, I've got him on my other computer. I had to switch.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if we can divine anything, Magnus.
No. He has his poker face. In general, he's not during the games. He's very focused and he's not too happy, that's for sure. But that's not the kind of positions he wants against Magnus. Trust me. Generally wants more, to be on not that dynamic play, and this isolated pawn. I can't remember. I mean, he's not a guy who likes that. I mean, generally he likes his pawn structure, stable. He likes stability. As he said once, Anish, stylistically, actually, he's very close to Magnus. I mean, they like this stable, plus, pressing forever, and but this isolated pawn, I mean, they don't like it, simply. You have to be very dynamic to prove that you are right in getting that weakness on d4.
Yeah, I mean, let's play a normal move here, knight e5. So just rook c8.
Yeah, rook c8.
Now, is there a particular threat, or is it just?
I'm not before could be you know a bit, because you cannot go to e2 because I will have some bishop e4 move. So it's already, you know, if you have to go to a4, it's always, you know, queen d5 might come. I mean, like
queen d5, serious.
Yeah, I mean, like could go wrong very quickly for white. So and if you go bishop g5, of course, it's tempting. What's not to like? You go bishop g5, you develop one piece, you are threatening checkmate in 2 moves, g6, but now knight c4 will be very strong because then b2 is not protected. So that's what Giri is thinking here, and it's not obvious to me actually what he should do, and to him as well, it seems. So and to you maybe.
Well, he looks a little worried to me.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
so knight e5.
That's normal. Rook c8, I think, will come. Maybe knight g4 is.
That's what I was wondering. Is he going to improvise?
Is in the mix.
This? Okay, so obviously threatening, then g6, and then I don't know if throwing the knight in here is. It looks a bit weird, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see what white has achieved by playing like this.
And look at the Magnus move. Not what we expected at all. Knight c6.
What's he done? Knight c6.
Yeah, that's really.
Sorry, I've got the wrong.
Yeah, knight c6. So you just want to exchange one piece. You have to think knight b4. Actually.
To be honest, I mean, it looks completely normal to me. I mean, of course, it's a very well-known idea that to cut the knight back because the pawn is attacked.
So knight g4, g6, and it's the same. But I'm attacking d4. I'm taking knight b4.
Yes.
Okay. That looks nice, actually. I like
it. It's. I mean, of course, it's a standard idea.
Yeah.
And the exchange, as we know, is desirable for black, just to clear some pieces from the board, greater control over d5. Yeah, I think Magnus has got to be very happy about this one, actually.
And look at Giri. I mean, I don't know if you have the, but now
I can see now. Yeah.
I mean, he's on his chair, you know, but he's losing, you know, space. I mean, like, he's down and down.
He's sinking low.
Yeah, no, I do not like it. That's not wrong. You can see it from his posture, you know, like his.
Yeah. I think it's a reflection of how he's feeling, definitely. While we're waiting for Anish to, he has actually exchanged. He's exchanged.
Yeah. So what else is interesting for the qualification? Who else is in the mix? El Niño Anton, 16 points. Okay, why not? He has a small chance, but who knows? Who is he playing? El Niño Anton. He has to win.
Then that's important because he's playing Eric Dicey.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to go from the beginning, just so we can tune in. C3. There we go. Everyone's just playing pragmatically.
It's actually that's very line against Zoretti, which became popular thanks to Vichy Anand in 2013 in his World Championship match against Magnus Carlsen, where I was already helping Magnus, and that I can tell you, I can promise you, it's not easy for white to find anything there, and it's still basically the main line against Zoretti. So Vichy showed how to play against Zoretti in those days, and now it's sharp, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really good for white actually.
Yeah, I mean, I so dislike that pawn on f3.
Yeah,
okay. And well, he's in a sense he's trying to improve the bishop, but it still doesn't improve the king. If I could choose, I would put it back on f2. Just for that very reason, it just feels as though black should be okay. I mean, I was looking at this.
Yeah.
And then to play d5.
I would guess so.
Yeah, and then bishop g4.
And that actually looks quite good for for black, right?
It doesn't look problematic for black at all.
No. So maybe does he want to take on b7? No, that looks wrong.
In this position.
Yeah, I don't know what he wants.
Okay.
But I can just take on e5. Oh, he took on c3. Okay. And rook b8. Yeah, so that looks very good for black. But he took on c3, which is a bit surprising to me, but yeah, okay. So, yeah, cd5, he wants bishop g4. Okay, okay. And now rook dc1, I guess. Just protecting the rook and attacking the queen.
Queen a3.
Yeah, queen a3 is a clever move. Yeah, protecting e7 and keeping an eye on...
But actually keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah.
You know? It's actually a very beautiful spot for the queen.
Yeah, and I have to do something very fast as white, I guess. Rook c7 or something like that to be very active, very dynamic. Otherwise, it could go wrong, but
it's somehow it doesn't feel
right
for white, does it?
No.
I mean, maybe queen b2.
Yeah, queen b2 is a nice move just to, because after all, the a4 pawn is quite close, yeah. To a1. I mean, you don't want to lose a2 here. And how do you protect your rook? Queen e1 is wrong because d4 is hanging. Rook c1 is of course very sad because you just come from c1. So I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, so that's the position. Queen a3 looks like the move. So yeah, I mean, David Anton obviously needs to try to play for a win, but not looking great for him. Let's just go back. Let's get an update on Magnus's game. Giri, of course, it can't be that bad for white. You know, frankly, is white actually worse here? I don't know. It's just not.
But I think the main, what is the most important here is not on the board. It's on the clock. I mean, like there's 5 minutes for Anish Giri and 13 for Magnus Carlsen, which is a huge edge because there is still all the pieces basically on the board. It's a very complex position, so you need time to think. And that's the main problem of Anish. I mean, the position is I would say, I don't know, it's very unclear, probably balanced. I mean, I would not be surprised to see zeros on Stockfish screen, you know, always the same. But yeah, I mean, the clock would be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that the knight can hop into c5.
Yeah. Can I go knight d5 and exchange some more stuff?
Well, one thing is I can avoid exchanges with bishop h6, but do I want to? Or I could exchange and play knight c5. I don't know if this is.
I have knight f4 in the mix.
Knight f4 and queen g5 as well.
Yeah.
But but how do you recapture?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. No, it makes sense to take with the rook because we just played rook a7, of course. But yeah, my pawn is hanging. Yeah.
Can I do that? Okay, let me be brave for once in my life.
But it's good, no?
Probably.
No.
Okay, so
I take with a queen.
Queen takes, yeah.
The rook will come to this 7 at some point, maybe.
And now, yeah, queen g5, knight f4. Yeah, I mean these are worrying moves, of course.
That is incredibly worrying.
Yeah.
No, Anish is not going to roll that.
No, I mean, okay, so bishop h6.
And by the way, knight d5 has been played by the world champion.
Okay, so bishop h6 looks...
Okay, so I have to move my rook, I guess. That makes sense. I want probably bishop g5.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, bishop g5 is worrying.
Yeah.
Okay, well then queen d2. I'm just stopping this one.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yep, maybe bishop h6 played, rook e8 was blissed out. What else?
Oh, he played knight c5. Knight c5 played.
Okay.
All right.
So what's
he's looking at a pawn. So let's have a look at bishop g5. What's he got in mind?
Maybe it takes a knight e4. And well, he plays in the knight. kind of prevented all takes on g2, but bishop g5 played. We'll find out. Takes 94, I guess, will come because otherwise it looks a bit scary. Knight f4 is coming. Knight f4 is a massive threat. 93, all kind of jumps.
Okay, but after 90, I mean, it feels like Magnus has achieved something here.
But your dark square are a bit weak, on the king side.
Okay, so let's think where we're going to put the queen. Do we go back? Do we play queen f4? Let's just go back.
Yeah, if I go queen g3, let's say, then I want queen e5 maybe.
It's true.
And I'm playing on dark square now, and maybe I will take on d5 at some point just to make your dark square even weaker. So I think it's a good deal for Anish actually. But maybe you have a more let's say queen f4, what you mentioned. Looks like, this queen is very annoying on f4. Of course your first instinct, I mean my first instinct is to play g3 and get rid of that queen, but it's very weakening to play like that when the light square bishop is on c6, and you play g3. So it's all weak. But queen b8 now, there's bishop d5, I think, and knight f6 check. So this is not really possible. You should keep an eye with the queen on the dark square, which is of course not easy. Queen f5 maybe. But yeah, I don't know. But Anish still thinking
queen f5 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's scary. Very scary.
Well, it's okay.
Queen h3 as well.
Yeah.
He's played rook e5.
Okay.
Yeah, but I agree. I think 94 actually introduced some interesting possibilities for white. This one doesn't. I mean that. Well, let's see. This could also be a bit scary.
Yeah. No, I like actually. Okay, he has 3 minutes now against 11. So he has to speed up. That's for sure. Where do we go with the queen? Preferably a square where we don't lose the tempo on the knight. Yeah, he played queen h4. Okay. Still protecting with the queen the dark squares around the king. That's I think very, very important because actually this is the only it takes on d5. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's... Oh, so greedy.
Yeah, he's not thinking about the king at all. It just goes the other way.
But it's a pawn. It's a pawn. And another one on b4 actually is hanging.
True. Whether he gets that is another matter.
Queen e7 protecting.
I suspect that Magnus did not even consider this for one moment.
Really?
Yeah, really.
He doesn't give his pawns that easily.
No, but it feels like it's just heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's true. And now I think bishop g2 is a threat because there's this queen b7 check. And I'm
nice.
Back. And and if you remove the knight, you go knight c5, then I will take on a2 with my rook. And I mean, it was a good deal for black actually to exchange a pawn because now my rook is very active.
Very nice. No, I mean queen e7 is a very nice move actually. It's just
that was blissed out.
Consolidating.
So that's why actually he played it so fast that I'm suspecting he saw that.
Okay.
Grab. Detective press. I mean, this is always,
Okay, so what are we gonna do here? Let's think.
I've absolutely not clue. Queen b5 a move?
I was just looking at queen b5 because at least it keeps an eye on the
rook
here.
I want to collect your pawn on b4.
Yeah.
I'm preventing this bishop g2 queen b7 business, so
I suppose you can flick in rook b7.
Yeah, it's always possible.
But it's not exactly what you want to do.
No. It's not easy. He played a3. Wow. It's really becoming sad here. Yeah. What if I take bishop g2?
Oh,
it's played. It's played.
Oh.
And now you have to look at his pawns.
Okay, but does he just want he wants to play d5
and exchange everything?
Exchange everything. Do you think he planned this?
That's a plan, I think. Yeah.
Do you think he actually planned this?
It feels like
this massive liquidation.
But okay, how do I mean d5 rook a6? How do I mean I will pin you. You're pinned, so you have to go king to move queen f3. Oh my! It takes, but this is a disaster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now d5.
And the prize for the best pawn structure of the day goes to.
But yeah, now you have so many weaknesses. I mean, you are ready to give a pawn. Let's say d5. If I'm sure to exchange that pawn, then I will do it. d5, rook a3, king g2.
I would say d5 is on the cards.
But are you sure that you are able to a3, king g2, rook a5? Let's say.
So where?
a5.
Oh, rook a5. Ah,
yeah.
By the way, this is on the board. This is on the board.
Okay.
So rook a5.
Because you know what's the point after rook d8? It's a beautiful point. We'll show itself rook a5.
Yeah,
king g2. No, king g2, rook d8. It's not good. Because rook d8
you take,
I want to take rook d1 and e7 and it's a door. This three, that's its point. That 3 against 2 is a door.
Okay, by the way, rook a5 is on the board, but what about this move? Rook e1.
I didn't see that move. And it's played.
It's on the board.
Ah.
Okay, it's just going to be a draw.
And now look. He's
up in his chair. He's sitting up like this.
Fantastic. Yeah, this 3 against 2 is so happy.
No, yeah, he's so happy.
He saves the day. It's very, actually, I mean, like, for people who are wondering, it's so easy to defend, actually. And while you have F and H, of course, would be a bit better to have F and G, but doesn't really matter, actually. It's very easy to defend for Giri here. Even Magnus will know how to ask. If there is a question, I mean, it's very impressive in such end games, Magnus, because he knows all of them. And he knows all the tricks and all the, the most unpleasant question you can ask. He did explain to us. I mean, at some point where I was commentating with him, and some World Cup, he showed up and was this kind of ending, and he started to give us some lecture about which ending was the most dangerous. It's 3 against 2, and what you could do, which question you could ask, and so he knows everything by heart. So this is actually very, I mean, like amazing. Yeah, King h6 must be so. Yeah, I don't know, but he will know how to ask one question. But I think Giri should save it. Let's face it.
I suppose the only problem is the clock.
No, it's 10 seconds per move.
Okay, no, you think no big deal, but he is under 2 minutes. Magnus has almost endless time.
Yeah, but you have 5 months. 10 seconds is too much. And by the way, Gazy won, so
yes,
David Anton is out. That's bad news for the last round. So how will it be? Let's say Giri will make a draw. He will have a 2 points lead of Vidit, right?
Yeah, so at the moment Vidit has 18. Giri should draw. He'll have 20. Yeah. So Vidit is the only one that still has a chance. So Vidit.
No, Keymer maybe. If Keymer wins, or Naroditsky wins. Let's see
okay,
how they're doing.
That's true. Okay, let's go to Vincent.
But it's not very exciting. It's against Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's a boring position. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a boring position, but there is still.
You have the bishop.
You have a bishop. There's still some play.
Yeah. But should be.
Let's see about this.
And Hare Krishna is anyway out, so probably not. Okay, nobody likes losing anyway, but yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, if you are playing for nothing, or so yeah, some chances, let's say. And how is Naroditsky doing?
Naroditsky, okay, so he's playing against
Duda.
Oh, that's an interesting position.
Especially for white.
Yeah.
It looks like.
I mean, I'm assuming this is okay. It must be a King's Indian. Yeah. Let's.
Uh-huh.
I always like to see a King's Indian being taken apart. So here we go.
Ah, really?
Yeah, really. Rook G1. Oh, okay. I really like this actually. So I suppose this is preempting F4.
Yeah, exactly.
And later on,
you just go on castle, I guess, and then G4 at some point.
Exactly. Queen B4, delicate. Oh, very nice. Just
bring on both sides actually.
Yeah. Okay. And of course the queen can sweep across to H4 if it wants to. There it goes.
Nice game.
Yeah, actually, really nice. I mean, this is a lovely maneuver. Just holding the center in the queen side. Okay, E4. It always comes at some point that manages to stir the pot.
This is nice because you got. I mean, like in King's India, it's always the same. Even if you get completely outplayed, as in that game, you will always have something. I mean, like at some point you have something. I mean, like it could be a little cheapo, but it will be some hope, at some point. So this is nice.
Yeah.
This is why I like actually King's India.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I find it a very entertaining opening, but I've never kind of trusted it.
Yeah, no, I mean, who does?
Yeah. Here we go. G4. And so the rook comes back in order to play this.
Yeah, but G5, knight G8. Okay, this is just not only you will lose another pawn now, yeah, and also there is some. I mean, this is what we say. It's 2 pawns up and the better position. Yeah, so this is.
Yeah,
this is
that's compensation.
Yeah, as a compensation. But it will be one last trick. Let's see. Let's see.
Where will it be? Where will it come from? Because there always is. I know it very well.
After 94, actually, if I take 94, you just go K8, I guess. And bishop F5, you want
Bishop F5, maybe?
Yeah, bishop D3. But rook A8 at some point will be very annoying, actually.
Here?
I mean, yeah, why not?
We can try. Okay, how annoying? Let's see. So A3, B4.
Yeah. No, this is no fun.
It's mad, isn't it? I mean, I'm not surprised he's having a think here because...
You want to find the cleanest way. Can I take on B5 with the bishops? That would be nice if I can achieve that. But he's not that greedy. Come on, he played Gukesh 1. He wants to mate.
Yeah, not yet. Bishop F5.
Yeah, but now I will... but you have a check. But how does that work? Well, why not bishop B5, E3, and then king A1, and that's it, yeah? No, you take on F2.
There you go. There's
Queen F2, bishop E4, and okay. Okay, zanging. No, maybe if you take on F2, then I can go rook F1, something like that. Not taking immediately Queen F, rook F1, something like that, and
yeah. Okay, that
looks too much.
Yeah, probably too much. Okay, that's what we've got on the board. Bishop F5 played. It could be happening. It could well be happening.
And look, Magnus Carlsen made a draw with Giri, so it was very easy to defend, actually. He didn't manage to ask a single question, actually.
Okay, which means Giri does indeed have 20 points. And Gukesh 21, Vidit 18.
Yeah, no, we have to really hope
let's go back to Vince.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
Pawns on light squares.
I mean, like, let's say you play 96, very natural move. King D5, game over, maybe. I mean, because the king comes in. Could be bishop G4 next. Could be just lost. The king F7, he wants to prevent at all costs that the king would enter the queen side. That would be a disaster for black. So does he have? So he just waits. King F5 will come at some point.
Yeah, King F5 straight away. What happened?
King f7, I guess. What there's.
Okay, now does the bishop come into b7 or do you check here? I'm not sure. I'd be tempted just to play here.
Yeah, it's not funny. But maybe I can just wait, King e7, King g6, King f8. Yeah, I know. I know. Bishop c8 to play e6, maybe. No, that's very unpleasant. But he played bishop h5, nevertheless.
Okay, bishop h5 check. Yeah, just to recap, bishop h5 here. Well, of course, the bishop can still come back, g4 to c8.
Yeah, exactly. You have all the time in the world, and he has only 50 seconds, so maybe it's just a clever way to get some more time on the clock and decide.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you put the pawn on a5. So you could start with a4. I quite like a4, actually.
Yeah, that's clever. Okay, you put the pawn to a5. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, if this is taken, then, of course, it gives white a route in anyway.
You have to go... No, if you want to do that as black, you have to take, and go a5. That's the only... I mean, that's... You cannot have a weakness on a6, but...
Well, I mean, maybe I can play very...
Maybe bishop g4 first. Maybe that, yeah, king e6, king c4. But maybe bishop g4 say first, and then king
e3.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, okay, that looks like a disaster.
I mean... This is actually very interesting for white, because the pawns are like this.
I didn't play a4. Okay. I thought it was played.
No, this is just my idea.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You should have been more critical.
Such a lousy move.
Yeah, exactly. He's never going to play that. But listen, it feels very natural, though, no?
Yeah, no. I mean, like, then... I wanted to see what happens after c4 actually. This this typical.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, c4. Yes.
But AB. I mean, it should be calculated.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be the problem.
It's a door actually. It just made a door.
Oh, okay. You didn't try. I'm surprised.
No, because me too.
You can still try. I mean,
of course. That's a bit sad because it was maybe he didn't believe he has chances to qualify, but well, with the draw, it's for sure he doesn't have any chances. How is doing now, Naroditsky? Maybe that's the most exciting game, even if Gukesh is a rock down. Okay.
Okay, so we have this position.
Yeah, it just
bishop b5, bishop g6, king a1, and that really. Worst case, you can exchange queens, and then we've got a d pawn. And well, in this case, I think we can say I really don't see that one last chance for black in the King's Indian, because this is absolutely rock solid.
Look, e3.
E3.
If pawn takes e3, queen takes e3. But yeah, that was the last one.
Oh, fantastic. There is always, the corpse always twitches.
But Duda just killed the fun immediately. I mean, come on, he played queen.
It's like those horror films when, where you think, okay, the knife is through the heart, but no, there's just one little twitch left. E3.
That was the last trick.
The last trick and the last twitch.
But no.
Queen f6.
So sad. Yeah, so d6, knight f5, but can I go d7?
Probably.
Yeah, that looks like a very reasonable move. What you should do? You should take and play rook d8. What can you do?
I think it's the only possibility.
Yeah.
And then...
And now...
I suppose...
Rook d2.
Okay, that's... here.
Oh, I didn't see that. But I'm protecting f1, with my bishop. So I just go rook c1 or whatever. My bishop on b5 is doing an amazing job.
He's doing a good job, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's played rook d2. Well done.
Yeah.
It's on the board.
Played, but rook d1, rook c1, rook...
I like rook c1 because we might, on a good day, be able to play rook c8.
Oh. Yeah. Not even on a good day. Maybe that will be the end of the game, actually.
Yeah, he played rook c1. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's way too many pawns. And f2 actually is just falling.
Yeah, that looks like game over. We've got a few games still going. Let's go.
We have a funny Gukesh game actually. Look at the position. I mean, it's very rare.
Let me find the board. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh wow.
Hook down, but according to the engine on your screen, I mean, it just shows about equal, which is it's not too surprised actually.
Well, okay. I mean, if White manages to get in e4 to undermine the support for the pawn here,
that could go very wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've just looked at the eval bar, and it still thinks that Black is doing fine. So why is my question? If this is, and this looks like a big threat to me.
Yeah, but B2 could
G5. Can he play?
Yeah, I can.
G5?
Yeah, I can play knight G5.
And
you mean like knight G5, King G2, and I can take on F3, right?
Yeah, some trick on D4 or. That's mad. Is this working? Let's have a look here.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay, maybe I should put the king here.
I take.
Yeah.
And now knight G5 is a big threat. And look, I mean, the eval bar likes Black. I mean, I guess knight G5.
Well, he played Queen C6 though.
That's very weird to me.
But just okay, I know he played King G1, but what happens on this? I need to understand this. What's the move?
Can I push on the D4? D4. Takes. B2.
Oh, I see. B2. Okay, it's that simple. Yeah, okay. And you have to give this up, and then, well, Black is fantastic. Okay, that's why. Very simple. All right, so if White can't basically break up the pawns, then Black has control. Rook D1.
But yeah, he keeps on. I guess he keeps on missing knight G5 because the eval bar is just keeps on moving up and down. So I guess the engine just considers that knight G5 is just winning, which I don't know. It doesn't like it for some reason. I don't know. King D6.
Wow. What is this? Hang on. Oh, you can still. This is funny. We have the same problem.
Yeah.
B2. It's funny. King. Okay, where is this king going, by the way?
B5. A6 first. I don't know.
A6.
I mean, like,
is the king safer? Is it actually functional?
No, it's just more fancy, no?
It looks a bit weird to me.
Agreed.
It's not clear to me it's any safer.
Especially, I mean, if you go King C7, then I will get E4.
Yeah, then
it will be check. Yeah, then E4 works, definitely.
Yeah. Funny. Okay, let's see. Okay,
I'm not sure if it works, actually. E4, D4. No, that's not even true. King C7. Okay.
Yeah. Discretion was the greater part of valor.
Well, they just want to do, I guess. Oh, what is he doing?
And King F7.
That's actually a very weird game. Why Erik Hansen beat Abdusattorov, which is, I guess, some kind of a surprise.
Okay, who knows what happened and how we got there. But I mean, let's just looking at the standings.
Yeah.
Eric is actually, even with that victory, is still in joint last place with Niels.
Niels who lost his game to Shakir Mamedyarov. So Shak is back to winning and back to second place. So now what will be important is final standing, of course, for the pegs. But of course, I mean, Vidit still has a chance to catch up with Giri.
Look where the king's gone back to, H7. And he was obviously concerned about E4 because he's placed his queen and rook here. Now he's found a plan. The knight is coming to B5. Right. He's found actually it looks like a very strong plan.
5 seconds for Aditya Mittal. Which I must admit I didn't know before the tournament. I don't know how about you. But
yeah, I remember him as a little kid playing in these open tournaments. In fact, I think he was playing in Sharjah.
When we met, we were maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing in Sharjah. I met.
He was playing in Sharjah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I remember him with his mum there.
Okay.
Yeah. He was just another one of the 200 kids there.
Is he losing his queen? I think it does.
Oh my word!
that's tough. That's a bit tough.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's resigns. And another win for Gukesh. Yeah.
You know, okay. I mean, seriously, Aditya Mittal, you know, by quite a long way, the lowest rated in the tournament actually, and you know he's done pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair to him.
No, of course. No, I didn't know him. I didn't mean.
Yeah. Sure.
But then I just discovered, and I saw he was playing some very good games, and he's ahead of very strong players in the standing.
So here we go. All games concluded. We just have one round to go in this Aimchess Rapid, and there is still some question of who is going to make the cut, who's going to make the top 8 that goes into the knockout phase, because Giri, he could be the lame Impala. He could still be caught. He's on 20 in 8th position, and we have Vidit in 9th position on 18. So Vidit, if he wins in the final round against Anton, then
actually
leapfrog over.
I have a bad news.
Go on.
For us, Giri has a better tiebreak. It's Tadeas who is telling us that he has a better tiebreak because the tiebreak is a direct encounter, and so he beat Vidit. So the bad news that if Giri makes a draw, it's over. He's in.
However, he has black against Arjun Erigaisi. Not an easy pairing.
Not easy. That's a good news.
And I don't think these young Indian kids understand the idea of, you know, just cruising into the next phase. I think, well, at least I'm hoping that will be a good full-blooded battle. I think the next TAD, let's just ask our producer.
Yeah, it's 9 minutes.
In 9 minutes' time. Okay. In the meantime, just to let everyone know, this is the Aimchess Rapid. And this is a very powerful analytical tool that will help with chess improvement, that if you input your games there, it will analyze them and give you targeted exercises to, you know,
yeah, that's very interesting. Actually, I tried it.
Yeah.
This is based on artificial intelligence, and this is just very nice. I just did input my game, so then I checked the result. I was not very happy with the result. So, you know, it's a bit, you know, it's just the machine just tells you what's wrong. Yeah. So
it didn't praise you enough.
No, you are too slow. Tactics are not good. You know, decisiveness is not good. I mean, like, but okay, and then it gives you exercises, which are just to improve your abilities, and that's very nice tool. So
yeah, I mean, I think the kind of metrics that it offers are very interesting. Like, you know, how is your time management, for example?
Yeah.
Can you finish games off?
Yeah, that's
also
how you convert. How you play in end games.
Yeah.
How you play in openings. How you play in middle games. So everything is there, and well, it's really interesting because you if you have even a coach, of course, can help you, but he's not always fully objective, while a machine is 100% objective. So it's a nice complement, or maybe even just to tie it.
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
And I should mention that for the duration of the tournament, actually, there are subscriptions at 30% discount on Aimchess. So for those watching, do check out Aimchess/try, T-R-Y, Aimchess/try, if you want to check it out. And yeah, I would endorse everything that Laurent said. I think it's a very interesting analytical tool. And it's about chess improvement. It's helping you to analyze your games and then gives you targeted exercises as well. So we will be back in round about 7 or 8 minutes for the final round of today. And we'll decide, that final round will decide who will make the cut, who will make the top 8. So we'll see you back in around about 5 or 6 minutes.
Aimchess analysis boards let you take an opening position you don't recognize, and instantly find videos featuring that position from some of your favorite chess content creators.
Air quality isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about chess and esports, but it affects our focus, decision-making, health, sleep, and more. What's in the air you breathe? Find out with Air Things.
I'm going to talk about my games from this season of the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour.
The idea of h4 is very direct. I want to play h5, open up the king side, and potentially check my team.
Alan continued with trying to put some pressure here on the e6 pawn. And c5, knight's doing a great job here, both potentially for some attacking ideas, but also defending the e6 pawn.
Rook g8 still doesn't spoil anything, but rook takes the g7 is a gross mistake now, because the rook c8 is still easily winning.
Gains that confidence, plays a few good events, stops looking inwards into his own insecurities.
I like the no expectation part, so like that's something that has gotten better because sure, it's like not my full-time job.
It's definitely good for chess in India, and now there is Olympiad also, so there'll be more people following and taking up chess as professional sport.
Yeah.
And it's surprisingly concrete still, no? Like, e takes d4, good move, this d takes d4, the d takes d5.
This line was essential and forced, but also not rocket science to map out.
Welcome everybody.
My name is Jan-Krzysztof, former world chess champion.
Are starting a new course here for Chessable.
A very special chessable course.
Master your chess with Judith Polgar.
You know what? I learned a lot.
This is John. John loves to study chess. This is David. David loves to study chess as well, but efficiently. John spends more time setting up the board and figuring out what's on the page of his book than he gets to study. David likes to take it easy and use his time wisely. David has finished his exercise for today. John should try the same.
There are 5 qualities one needs to have to master the French defense. 1. Safeguarding your king is priority. King d8, good move. Yeah, just king e7, why not? Well, of course we don't take. King e7, we are much better. And very important, don't castle, king on f7, perfectly placed. 2. Remaining calm in every situation. Oui. Oui. Merde! 3. Patience. And here people will speak bullshit, you need to prepare, and look at this, the pawn is running like Alan Prost. 4. Fast development of your pieces is the key to success. And here you don't care about the pieces, a6, h6, g5, h5, g4, go for the dot pieces. And most importantly, never retreat your developed units. Yeah, bastards are going to tell you this unfunny joke that we French people, we only retreat, but it's not retreat, it's counterattack.
On fait la fête en chantant.
He played the Berlin, which I sort of expected, but I didn't really know what to do against, because in reality very few people do.
When we are playing an even game against someone of similar strength to us, usually we need to give something in order to obtain the initiative.
Just how shrewd and cunning Alireza can be, even with very little.
Welcome back, everyone. Last round of today, last round of the preliminary all-play-all section. And there is really just one place which is still in doubt, that 8th position. And we have Anish Giri in 8th position at the moment. He will make the cut if he just draws. But if he loses, then Vidit Gujarati has a chance to overtake him. So we need to look at those games. So let's look first of all at Vidit against Anton, David Anton. Now I need to find the board. That would be a good start.
Yeah. So Giri needs a dough. So
okay, this is really weird. Really weird. Okay, this line of the Caro with D3 we've already seen in this tournament, and I mean, we were looking at this yesterday with Peter Svidler and discussing this endgame, which remarkably gives White some play. But instead of that, Anton has played E6. So this is one of the most bizarre Caro-Kann French hybrids.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a new kind of newish system. Okay, it was played already a lot online in those tournaments, but yeah, it's fantastic. Just gives a game, and E5 is very tempting to play advanced French, I think.
But okay, what confuses me is that why can't White just play like a normal King's Indian attack, and then this pawn on C6 is misplaced? No,
that's a good point, but I don't know what I would do after G3 actually.
Well, this is happened exactly.
Wow.
So basically Black is a tempo down.
Wow.
I don't understand anything. That's why I find E6 so weird, because of course, you know, this is a normal position except with the pawn here. So let me just compare and contrast. Let me just explain this. So here, and this is, of course, the standard way to enter into the King's Indian attack. Okay, just picture that one, everyone. But let's come back here. Well, basically, that's the position, and white is a tempo ahead. That's what we've got on the board. So, I don't understand.
It's not supposed to be. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just a tempo. Yeah, just a tempo. I was trying to make the claim that it's general for white. It's not that promising, this King's Indian attack anymore. And but tempo up. I don't know. It's of course a different story, but David Anton doesn't seem to think it's a big deal.
And so, he's improvising with h6 as well, which is also
I don't think he's improvising at all. I mean, he has 15 minutes and 40 seconds. No. h6 just he doesn't want to castle. That's pretty clear by now. So if you go e5, then knight c3 first, okay. If he castles now, I look like a complete idiot. But I think his point is not to castle just yet, because then h6 would be so weakening, because you have all kind of bishop h6 in the future. Let's say if you go castle now, I will go e5 for sure. Okay, yeah. That was not very impressive.
It's called
me, but yeah,
it's called the commentator's curse.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what he plans to do. I know because I studied this kind of stuff. e5, knight d7, and then or maybe knight e8, and then after knight f1, you just want to go rook e8, bishop f8, and that's the way Kayakin actually was defending that position and claiming that actually nothing ever happens here.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Knight h7. Oh boy.
Knight h7. Okay.
Yeah, that's no. Okay, he's overdoing it.
It looks like improvisation to me.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah. Now I start to buy it.
Yeah. I tend to subscribe to the cock up view of history rather than the conspiracy view of history. I mean, h4 looks natural, of course, just to take away the square. Well, no, he went the other way, of course. A4, it's the commentator's curse again.
Yeah, we're not going to guess a single move in that game. So. And let's see Gazi against Giri. Yeah? That's the two games we
oh no, that's very interesting. That's really interesting, actually.
That's a London system, very typical knight bd2, yeah, knight h5. That's, I think Caruana was playing it quite a lot. And well, in general, Caruana knows what he's doing. So
okay, but I mean, this is very interesting. Playing c4, I guess, you know. Excuse me, that was a misfire. With the knight on h5, suddenly he's switching to playing in the center. What a really interesting position.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good for us.
Yeah,
that's good for the show.
Well, you know, Giri is not going to get his quick draw, basically.
Yeah, and that's can make him nervous. Vidit got a game, so he played a4, h4. Yeah, so
okay, game on.
Play for game on. Yeah,
really interesting. Okay, let's come back to the Giri game because I'm.
Yeah, so what's wrong if we take on e5 then just knight takes, and well, you have a problem with bishop b5 checks, the knight on h5 is hanging. So that could be just wrong, actually, for black.
All right, so instead, let's bring the bishop into the game. Yeah, he's just played bishop b7.
Yeah.
No way to exploit this, I guess. I mean, maybe it's just not such a big deal with this knight here anyway. I mean, often, you know, I'm thinking of, yeah, I come back to my experiences with the Queen's Gambit declined, and often, you know, you play like this, and well, you know, if this knight comes to f4, it's quite okay for black.
Let's say I go castle, you go castle, I guess.
Yeah.
And I go knight e4. Just, you know.
Okay. Well, I'll take it off. Let's find out. And knight takes.
If I take with a pawn, I'm never better. I'm hoping to play against your bishop on c8, but
okay. But so let's play knight takes.
Yeah,
attacking this one now. If Yeah, knight f4, queen f3, maybe, or I don't know. One could just play. So I'm going to actually play g6 here.
It's probably fine, yeah, for black. Looks very solid.
But as you point out, the bishop on c8 is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, he played queen e2. Oh wow.
Oh, is he got this in mind?
Probably.
Wow. Okay, if this happens, that's tremendous. I mean,
yeah, that's going to be exciting. Yeah, it's probably not correct. It's probably not correct, but who cares?
No, absolutely. Just for his spirit, you know, I absolutely love it.
That's very interesting. So it's just castle. Allez. Wow.
Whoa.
Long castle. Here we go.
I mean, really, I absolutely love the spirit in which he's playing this game. And in general, you know, they have absolutely no fear. Arjun, Gukesh.
Pragananda as well. He's not playing that tournament, but generally doing very, very well in this Champions Chess Tour.
It's really impressive. I really like the spirit.
And he understands. I'm sure he understands it's not 100% correct, but you know, it's a rapid game. Why not? And Giri,
you know, it puts the fear of God into players like Giri.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Giri doesn't like it. I mean,
no.
That's 100%.
Do you know, it reminds me of something that was said about Tony Miles. Of course, you remember the English player Tony Miles.
Yeah, I even played against him.
Ah, did you? You played against him?
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah, I mean, Tony was an amazing guy, an amazing player. But, you know, these Soviet players used to come to Hastings and basically always at the bottom of the tournament table, you find the English guys.
Yeah.
They used to hammer them. And, you know, in general, the English guys treated the Soviet players probably with just a bit too much respect.
Okay.
But Tony had no respect for them whatsoever. So he just played. He just wanted to beat everybody. And sometimes he had complete disasters, and sometimes he
was winning the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was Tony. And I can't remember which of the Soviet guys said. He said, "I like all the English players, but I don't like Tony Miles. He treats me with no respect."
Yeah, that's
It was something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't mean that Arjun and Gukesh are rude or disrespectful, and in fact, the opposite. They're very, very respectful people. But it's the attitude at the board, which is great.
Yeah,
they don't care about reputation.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Yeah,
and this was the same with Tony. He didn't care about reputation.
Yeah, that's the new generation. Yeah, it's very impressive. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they are used to players, so they are playing a lot against the top players, so they get used to it. It feels that the first time they play against Magnus, you know, they are a bit shy. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough experience in general for them. But then, Gazi, he beat him the last tournament. It was really tough against Magnus. He lost in like every possible games, I think. He made 1 draw out of 5 or something. But already in that tournament, he already improved and he beat him in the preliminaries. So
they're finding their feet even against Magnus, as we've seen in this
even against Magnus. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Rook C8. He's playing Bishop D7, Rook C8 quite quickly, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. Now you have to do something. As white,
I wonder. I mean, one idea strikes me is just to blow the position open with d5. I mean, this is too much. I mean, there's bishop f5 and
exactly.
Knight b4. Yeah. Okay, I'm retracting straight away. Maybe knight b4 first, bishop f5. Yeah, too dangerous. Okay, forget that one.
Play bishop g3.
Bishop g3. Oh,
yeah, that's a bit weird, but
okay. So he doesn't mind the H file being open.
Oh yeah.
And I suppose he's making room for this one.
Exactly. Well, very interesting. Again, it's clear it's not 100% correct, but not easy for black. Knight b4 maybe, or knight a5. I don't know. Knight b4, bishop c6, knight d5. I don't know, something like that. But it's still very, very unclear to me.
Yeah, knight b4. Oops, I keep misfiring with the arrows. Knight b4. Yeah, knight e5, and then this is the throw. Oh, b5, nice. Okay, so Anish is also playing in the spirit of the occasion. Just wants to crack open the b file, which, okay, it seems actually like a very sensible policy.
He will take it. I mean, what else?
Yeah, or maybe Anish just wants to play. Can he play knight b4 here?
He can.
That's interesting.
That's very good compensation.
Because at the end, there's knight e5, queen a4. Well, of course, white doesn't need to take that, but okay. So,
but where do you go?
He doesn't need to take.
Yeah, but where does he go? I mean, knight b4. I win some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the best actually. Bishop c6 though. But now I can take a knight e5, right? If you take with a rook, let's say, takes.
Yeah, so knight takes.
Yeah, it's a knight e4, but yeah.
Huh. Queen b5 hits the knight. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure it justifies taking the pawn, but
yeah, hard to say. But probably taking the pawn. Yeah, you're right. That's probably critical.
A couple of either rook b8 or knight b4. I mean, I like b5. It puts the question to white. Oh, he took it. Brave. Of course. b8 is covered.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Anyway, knight b4. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is very, very sensible.
The idea could be just to play bishop c4, like to try, to cut. To cut the rook and
yeah.
Then rook c1 and actually it's a pawn. It's not a big pawn,
Yeah, seems reasonable. And then, but I mean, obviously there's compensation. But
agate,
yeah. But bishop c4, I agree. It's
because bishop d7. My hunch is that it makes black life way too easy and way too simple.
Yeah,
here actually I'm taking knight e5 more. I mean, like knight e5 is my next move. So bishop c4, bishop. I don't know what you do, but I will go knight e5 almost for sure on the next move, and ask you, what do you want to do with your h5 knight?
Yeah, I agree. Bishop c4 makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Let's go to Vidit.
Vidit, yes.
Anton. Because if he doesn't win, then it's
okay, so we left the game around here, and f5. Normally in the King's Indian attack, when f5 comes, then generally this works out very well for white. So let's see. Knight e3. What's he got in mind? He wants to just come to g4.
Yeah, but it's a bit slow what he did.
It is, to be honest. I'm a little bit surprised about that. Let's go back, because in this position, I mean, if you were going to put the knight somewhere, it could be useful to cover this square, and then just come with queen e2 or something. Anyway, let's keep up with the game. Queen g6. Let's come back again.
Doesn't look good, no?
For white, you mean?
Yeah, I just go e8, e5.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my position?
Not a lot, actually. Yeah, it feels like there was some missteps.
Yeah.
Seems to me.
Okay.
I mean, if you play knight e3, it's clear that it's in transit.
But to where?
Exactly. He wanted to go to g4, clearly, but it didn't get there. And so it's just in the way.
Hi, that's bad news.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're kind of rooting for Vidit to bring some jeopardy into the final round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what do we do here as white? I mean, that's even to play a move is not a given. I don't know. But d4 is too. We give the square, the e4 square, so this is not great. But what else?
Well, remove the knight, actually, but it's very slow. I mean, if the knight comes back, e5, I mean, the g4 square is horrible.
Oh,
it's bad, really bad. Okay, here's my last punt. What about c4? I mean, I want to prevent e5. This is my motivation.
So let's go. Knight d4 makes that's a move I would consider.
Okay. So
Takes. Where do you go?
I'm
That's
shaking.
the problem, yeah.
I don't know where.
Because I will just take on c4, play e5, e4.
Yeah.
And claim that I will. And he played a5, which I thought about it, but I saw knight takes, and b4. I was not sure.
But I mean, okay, this is all terribly interesting, but why can't we just go e4?
Okay. Then I get some play. I take rook a6. I don't know. I mean, at least I got something, a little something. Bishop c7, yeah. Little something which.
Do you know what? I would be absolutely terrified with white.
Yeah.
It's really scary with something, and with the pawn on h4 making g3 feel very vulnerable. Ugh. Doesn't look like fun. Well, anyway, let's see if Vidit can stir up some trouble. Let's go back to the game between Naroditsky and Giri. Yeah, so he played your move, bishop c4, which does look very, very sensible. And how's Anish looking? Let's have a little look at Anish.
No, it's
it's sinking a little low according to our scale.
Do you think is also do player can look at other games? I think he's looking at the Vidit game. Or not?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Maybe
if he just think it's a bonus, yeah, just play my game. I mean, I think the good way to make it would be just to play your game, and that's it. Yeah, and if you lose, then there is potentially a good news. I think watching the other game would be not very productive because you can't do much about it. But
I guess not.
I don't know.
But at the end, of course, it would be very useful to know whether you need to keep pressing or. I mean, actually, yeah. I wonder if does our producer
first are they allowed to check? Yeah, they can check the result for sure.
Let's go back, Vidit. We've got some progress there, so that's interesting.
Okay, I preferred your solution just to play e5, and because this gives some counterplay, obviously.
So pawn's still level. And but I wonder, is he relying on bishop b5? Is this his point? Is this just a very strong move, or am I overlooking something horrible?
Bishop f1, but okay. No. Let's not play such moves.
Oh, maybe one has to. I don't know.
Yeah, but then the knight on f3 is loose.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? Knight e4 is.
Oh,
whoa!
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, g3, yeah, d2.
Okay. But what do we play on this move?
I have no clue. It's just a table position for Vidit here.
Yeah.
We have to give a pawn, maybe bishop c3.
Bishop
c3. And I'm pretending that the knight on b3 is kind of trapped. Let's say you go bishop d3, I go queen b2, and I'm pretending I have some compensations because, your knight.
Okay, that is no, I think that's a really good point, actually. Once the queen comes to b2, then it's not so clear. That's probably what he's concerned about. Okay, so still a little bit unclear. Well, actually, very unclear with all the pieces on the board.
And look at Giri, what he played. Wow.
E5.
Boom. It's a blunder, according to the eval bar you have. It's a blunder.
So he wants to play bishop f5 check.
That's for sure.
It's only a blunder if white plays the right move.
Which is, we don't know. Can just, if I play the most stupid way, let me take 95, bishop f5, 94. And yeah, show me.
Okay, before we look at 94, I just want to point out
okay.
this.
This is beautiful.
Checkmate.
Yeah. King a1, something will happen with a discovery check. That's not funny.
But as
we have to go 94, and I want to f3, and I claim I'm asking you if you can count or not.
yeah, f3, solid.
Yeah.
Very solid. It's a good point.
And Anish burned a lot of time actually to come up with that.
That's a very cold-blooded way of playing. Is this? Let's have a look.
You think so? I think it's a very nervous way to. I mean, from white, but from Giri,
from white's viewpoint,
it's clearly showing like he's very nervous because playing this b5 e5, it's very nervous moves, because he didn't have to do that, and now he's giving 2 pawns. Apparently, miscalculated something.
I suspect he just underestimated bishop c4, which I think your suggestion is very strong actually, because it does seem to just close things down, and white's moves are pretty easy after that. So has he taken it yet? No, not yet.
No,
so he's thinking here.
Okay, they can check each other games, but obviously not on Chess24 with the eval bar. They cannot use any kind of computer during their games, obviously. So they have to rely on their brain and on their eyes. So, but they can check other games. So that's why they start at the same time, actually.
He's played it.
That makes it. Yeah.
He's played it.
Show me. Show us.
Very calm, very calm. Two pawns now, and well, white's pieces all in very nice places, but just a little bit of doubt because of the king on b1. Interesting developments in Vidit, Anton. Let's go back to where we were, which was here. And
the drama is coming. You see the drama. I see it coming. Oh, poor Guerino. And now, yeah.
Well, I mean, the move I'm looking at is knight e4.
Yeah, me too. Of course, it's the first move which comes to mind.
Is it any good, or can let's just take here?
Yeah, why? Yeah, takes, and before we'll hang at the end of the line. Yeah,
okay, no big deal.
Yeah, no. What should we do? But it looks as an improvement for white, actually. It's hard to explain exactly.
Well, he's not getting rolled away. But then again, there is an issue here, and of course, d4 looks. Well, it's possible actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very attractive, but it is possible.
Maybe it's sometimes. Sometimes it's how it is. Yeah, you don't like moves, but you have to. So
I wouldn't rush into it.
No.
To be honest, I'll be very surprised if he played it. I have a feeling he'll come up with something else. And that is something else.
That is beautiful.
So idea takes, and 2 pieces are attacked. Well, that is very creative. Yeah, interesting.
That's it. And if you just move the bishop, then I go to e5 and I got what I wanted. So that's a very strong move. Knight c4, it was apparently the best move of the engine according to Thaddeus, our producer. So yeah, that's
very
nice.
Good. Now that really does make sense of white's pieces. You see, I was moaning about this knight on e3. What's the knight on e3 doing? It's rubbish. Knight c4, great move. Wow. And if this is taken with the bishop, then yeah, the rook is looking at e6. Oh, yes. Yeah. And okay, ultimately, I'm looking at the kings and thinking, well, in this case, white's king is much, much safer than black's.
Amazing stuff. And if I take on if I go dc4 and bishop g3, just some my bishop is at least I get some stuff. Maybe just fg, you know. And if you take on c4, I have 95, and you are just so lucky for white. But I'm just winning a piece.
Wow, that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean that justifies it totally. Very interesting. And yes, if bishop takes, then the queen hits the rook, and suddenly this or knight d4 or something. Yeah. Wow. That's a shocker. And no wonder Anton is having to invest some time here to think through what is the best option. But that could turn the game.
And look at Giri. He just played like check, knight e4, km f3, queen b6. Look, I mean, like black has some play, that's for sure. But is it enough? It doesn't look like enough. Let's say bishop b3 or something. Bishop b3, king a1.
Bishop b3. You want to play
bishop
b3?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's hanging on. I mean, not immediately, but you know, something wrong could happen. As it's a bit, yeah.
I guess so. I mean, it would be nice to play something a little bit more forthright.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what though.
Oh, let's get out of the way with king a1.
King a1
cannot be a disaster, no? King a1.
Disaster for black or white?
For white, it can't be such a bad move, no? I mean, unpinning.
Yeah.
Looks quite decent to me, but and he played okay. Yeah, it's no fear.
No, very calm, Rook e1.
Very concrete. I mean, if there's no threats, then it doesn't panic. Knight fd5, which apparently doesn't help his case.
Does he have to be a little bit careful about f6 now?
I would guess so.
Because once the knight goes, then
I think this is the idea of game. Knight c3 might be in the air, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe because I have some discovery check, which for the moment I don't see where I'm going. So not yet, but it's there. I mean, there is some play.
Still a little bit tricky. So I mean, maybe we come back to bishop b3. Because it does give the knight a square on c4.
I would have done that for bishop b3 played, which is a mistake. I don't know, maybe.
You're according to the eval bar.
Yeah, I'm just you know, like everyone. I prefer not. I prefer to do without, but when it's there, I mean, it's impossible not to look at it.
It's true.
You're just too curious.
Okay, well, so the eval bar is there, but it still thinks that white is better. But it's not suggesting moves, unfortunately.
No, it's good. It's good. We have to think.
But yeah, I mean, after f6, then the knight is given a square on c4. You know.
Oh, d3 actually. D3 is nice.
D3
to exchange.
Rook c3. Wow. Rook c3. Okay, so first of all, let's just point out that this is pinned by the bishop, so wins the queen. Threat? What is the actual threat?
He wants to take on b3 and
then
go to
queen
a5. Yeah.
Yes, so, of course.
It's what he wants. Okay. That looks like a good move, actually. I mean, at least it puts pressure on Gazy. That's for sure. And look at Vidit. Actually, our producer told us that bishop c4, it was rook takes c6. Let's have a quick look. I mean, both games are very exciting. And that actually it was the first line of the computer. In the other game, Vidit against Anton. We saw this c4, which probably was a good move, but rook e6 is even stronger, apparently. And
So, okay, instead of this.
Yeah, maybe this was 94 or something. Rook e6 attacking both bishops. And white is better for sure.
Wow. Really
So,
but let's go back because
97 played by Gazi. So if you take on d7, I can take on c3 now, and I'm not pinned anymore. Yeah, and that's just probably, I guess, completely winning.
Okay.
So
I want to see. I need to see Giri on camera. Here we go.
Queen a5 played.
Bishop and then and bishop takes knight instantly.
That's really beautiful. So if queen d5 now I can take with the pawn c3, so I guess you have to go knight d5. But then I can take on f8. And what do you do? Okay, rook c2.
He's played rook c2.
Ooh. That's a nice move. Wow. That's insane. So this is a piece up for white, but very hard to say what's going on in the king.
Is this a Valbar? Is this active or is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Or is it?
Yeah, you have control. Yeah, I think it's active.
It's active. So it just thinks it's equal. Of course.
Yeah. It's obvious.
Nobody knows why.
Can I go? I don't know. It's so annoying for white here. Because if you go like, let's say queen f1, you play some random move. Queen takes d5, resignito. I mean, I'm taking a2, I'm attacking d7. I mean, I don't even see how you protect a2 here. So you have to do something much more active. But what exactly? Queen takes c2 is forced, according to our producer. Okay. So queen takes c2. It's not a big surprise. Knight takes c2, and now.
Yeah, there's still a lot of things that can be
hanging.
Well, maybe just king takes knight. And then if queen takes, well, we just take the rook.
Okay. Okay.
And
that
just
makes
pray.
sense.
Just then come back.
Yeah, and actually white is better here, so shouldn't be the line.
Okay, so that's just recap. Oh, looking at the clock times.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. 120 against 50 seconds. He will take on c2. I mean, these kids, they find the only moves. I'm not worried.
And coming back to Vidit against Anton, he's just taken on d3.
And now takes d6.
And yeah,
take knight e5.
This is happening.
And more time for Vidit, so good chances to convert here.
Although, I mean, this is solid enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's clearly better.
Yeah, queen d4, maybe knight e5, I'm not sure. Got to watch out for a check here, actually, a knight g4.
Yeah.
So let me think.
And Gazi took on c2. So that's now.
He did take on c2. Okay.
Yeah, he found
let's just check that. So here.
And he took on this.
Right. Not queen takes, but bishop takes.
And now it's what? It's like rook, knight, and 2 pawns for the queen. So if we manage to stabilize, I played bishop b3 just to play king b1, and if we manage to get this d pawn going, then it's very good for white, actually. But so it means that black should be very, very fast in doing stuff. Bishop b4, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, an annoying move. You don't want to step here, but
yeah,
you don't want to split your rooks either.
Yeah, rook e3 maybe. Yeah, it's great. f5 is not there, luckily.
Maybe bishop a4.
Yeah, bishop a4 is a nice move.
Queen b6. Oh, he wants to use the a pawn.
Exactly.
Sharp, really sharp. Time to duck back with the king, surely.
Yeah, king b1, a5, knight c5. I would really consider here. You know, to stop a bit black business on the queen side, but such a difficult position to play on 50 seconds each. Will end with a blunder, I guess. King b1, a5 played, and now knight c5 is a chicken move. Knight c3 is prodigy move.
He wants to come in here.
Yeah. That's clearly played without fear. That's amazing.
Cold-blooded, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And 95 is a big threat, actually. I mean, 95 would be very unpleasant to mate, I guess. So you have to do something.
I mean,
Maybe...
you know, my instinct was to offer an exchange of rooks. Just get the pieces off. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe. It's very hard to say.
Or do you need this rook to attack? I don't know. I'm not
10
sure.
seconds for Anish Giri, rook c8. Okay, he wants to take twice on c3 and play a4. So we have to do something as well. 95. 95, queen g6 check, maybe. It's a bit tough, but king a1, maybe. It's very sharp, very hard to play.
I think
for both.
rook c8 is a good move. $30 seconds for Arjun. Anish, 21 seconds. Oh, going absolutely down to the wire. And a quick look at Vidit against Anton.
And he's doing very well. He's a pawn up, I think.
Oh, bishop f5.
Bishop f5 is coming. And there is no sync.
Nasty.
Queen b1, king h2. He prevented knight g5. He's going to win. And now that game is crucial for Giri. That's for sure. Bishop f5 going into the e7. I mean, if there is some fork on e7, that will be painful. So yes, Giri has to stay there.
Okay, but now...
And now the engine likes white, actually.
Can he just take on b4? Take on b4 and just...
And push?
Well, hang on. There's a rook here.
Oh, that's bad.
Not yet. However, yeah, that's what we want to do. Now, move the rook. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a nice.
Bishop c5. Or just take the pawn.
And it's busted, according to the computer. We have our drama.
Busted? Really? Really?
No. Your engine is showing almost +1. And it looks actually very bad for black now. Bishop comes to c5, yeah. Queen g6, rook e7.
Rook e7. Rook e7. f7 is caving in.
Now g4. Well,
g4, no, bishop here. Bishop
yeah, no.
here.
I prefer rook e7. Rook
e7. Yeah, he's done it.
Played. Bishop e6, you even have d5, I think.
Oh.
d5, d6. Just go. You can never take on c5. It's mate, backhand mate. It's a disaster for Anish Giri. I think he's going to lose now.
Do I detect some Schadenfreude? You're getting very excited, Laurent.
Really? Rook e1 as well, maybe. Very good.
Or rook e1. d5.
D5 is played.
He's on a roll. Arjun is on a roll.
And Vidit won his game.
Oh, Vidit won. So if...
Such a drama.
Vidit won. That's incredible.
And busted.
And so now Giri needs a draw. Can he hang on? But it looks desperate. D6, the pawn is rolling.
D7 is coming.
F7 is hanging.
It's so,
and if bishop e6, then D7. This is all over.
This is over. This is over.
D7 anyway. This is unbelievable drama. Giri could be going out.
He's out. He resigned.
He's resigned. Incredible. So that means that in 8th position, we have Vidit. And Giri is out. He's in 20th. He has 20 points. He's in 9th position. Unbelievable. High drama in that final game, the final round. Wow. Do we have any
That was amazing. Did I jinx Giri?
I think you might have done.
Yeah.
That
I'm not that unhappy about it, but yeah, okay. Now that was very exciting, actually. And actually, after 10 minutes into the round of, let's say, 20 moves, I didn't believe in it 1 second because Vidit was doing so poorly, and Giri, I mean, his opening was great, and he had no problems. And yeah, this is what chess is all about. Yeah,
when we had this position, this whole maneuver looked very odd. Black pressing forward, and somehow with a5, Vidit managed to stir up complications. And then we had this, I mean, really sensational move, knight c4, out of the blue, which turned the game completely. Anton was clearly thinking, okay, I've still got control here. And suddenly knight c4 just turns the game completely. Meanwhile, over here, what an incredible scrap between Arjun and Anish. I mean, it felt like actually Anish, once he'd got the queen, I mean, once he played queen b6 and the idea of a5, a4 was suddenly introduced, felt like he was doing pretty well. But somehow Arjun turned it around, and a few moves later, we've got this on the board, and the d-pawn rolled through, and here is where Anish resigned. f7 is caving in, and d8 is happening on the board.
Okay, as well. Yeah, what to finish.
What drama in this final game of the day. Wow. So, listen, Laurent.
What are do we have the pairings, actually? Because everything is over, yeah?
First of all, let's just go through and just name the top 8. So we have Duda, first position on 28. Second, Gukesh, 27. Mamedyarov, 27. Naroditsky, 27. Carlsen, 26. Abdusattorov, 23. Rapport, 22. And Vidit scraped in on 21 points. So those are the top 8 players. Absolutely extraordinary.
Vidit, yeah? In the studio, yeah, with Kaya.
We've got Vidit. Okay, let's have a listen.
Okay.
Also, Anish losing. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled that I'm in quarterfinals, and actually, it was completely unexpected. In fact, I had already made some plans for tomorrow, which was not related to chess. So I was not expecting it. So thanks to Arjun, giving me this chance.
I was wondering, because I know you guys have a great team spirit in the Indian team, if you guys had been chatting before that final round, if you were hoping that he would give the help that you needed.
No, we did not chat, but of course I was hoping that he would, I mean, it was not in my control. So I was just thinking about my game mostly. And it was a bonus that I got to, make it into top 8. So I was just focusing on my own game because it was not easy to win on demand as well.
Definitely. That must be some of the hardest you can do in chess, to win on demand. And also in the 14th round, it was a quick draw. You played with the black pieces against Richard Report, and you seemed very surprised as well, because obviously you did not hope for a draw in that game. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that I'm lacking behind in points, and I need to, but I did not know the exact details. I did not know that Richie had won the previous game probably, and draw is good enough for him. So I was not expecting, and Richie is the last player you would expect to force a draw. So yeah, it was a kind of a shocker because it made my chances even less. But in the end, it worked out. But at that moment, I was completely shocked. Maybe in hindsight, I could have chose a better opening.
Well, no matter what happened, you are ready for the quarterfinals to play Jan-Krzysztof Duda, who finishes on top of the table. You had a good winning streak in the end here, winning 3 out of the 4 last games. So how do you feel before the quarterfinals?
It's a new feeling because I always played the prelims. And this quarterfinals I like more because you have to prepare against only one opponent, not 4 people. So that's a welcome change. And against Duda in the tournament, I had a good position, which I ruined. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can, play better even in the last moments and convert my chances.
We wish you best of luck. Very happy for you to make it to the quarterfinals, Vidit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. We're also...
Congratulations to Vidit, who made it. I mean, you have to believe, and he didn't check. Yeah, it's true that they have little time in between the rounds, and you just want to rest. And maybe sometimes you are not checking the standings. Oh, Magnus Carlsen is speaking. So
tactics at the end, and then they kind of worked out for me. Could have gone either way.
And we saw earlier today you posted on Instagram, been out skiing. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today. So it's improving.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Now, it's going to be Arjun Erigaisi in the quarterfinals. Repetition from the final. What do you think about that?
No, I mean that's fine. He's certainly one of the stronger players, seeing as he qualified quite comfortably again. But I'll hope to elevate my level of play.
Yeah. Do you feel that your form is sort of rising? If you are also feeling a little better?
No, I played shit today as well, but hopefully I can play better.
All right. Magnus, thank you for joining us. Good luck in the quarterfinals.
Thank you.
Oh dear, Magnus.
Kids are listening.
Exactly. Oh dear. He tells it like it is. He just doesn't care, does he?
Yeah, he's very, very honest in his interviews, always.
Well, frank. Yeah. He's very frank. Yeah. Okay. He looked a bit grumpy there, but I guess, do you know what? It's been these tournaments are absolutely exhausting. And I think he wanted to get out of that interview as quickly as possible. That's what I sense there. But anyway, let's have a look at the pairings.
Yeah.
Don't know if we can see that on our screens. Wait a second. There we go. Hang on a second.
Yeah, we have so I can see it. So we have Duda, who finished first, won the tournament against Vidit on the top of the bracket. Then we have Magnus Carlsen. I think he finished fourth, and Arjun Erigaisi finished fifth. So they will play each other, and
that's going to be a great matchup, actually.
Yeah, that's a rematch of the previous final of the Champions Chess Tour. I don't know which tournament it was, can't remember. But yeah, that will be very exciting. Then we have Shakir Mamedyarov against Abdusattorov. That will be as well superb clash. We saw quite a great game today, actually, between those two players.
Yeah, I think those two matches really, actually, well, all of them are interesting. Richard Rapport against Domaraju Gukesh. I mean, that also, that is going to be nuts because Richard, well, he likes to go his own way, and Gukesh, well, he's just so talented. So we have, I think, a really exciting lineup for these quarterfinals. Actually, if you were going to distribute the players in your sort of ideal way, then actually you could do worse than to have these matchups in the quarterfinal.
That's true. That's perfectly. I mean, that will be very exciting. Very close match, especially. I mean, we will see some drama for sure. It's 4 games, then maybe blitz, likely Armageddon in one of the match. I mean, that would be a lot of action.
It should be good. It should be very good. So I think we're going to leave it there. Laurent, it was a great pleasure. Thanks for joining me today.
It was great pleasure and very exciting day.
Absolutely, really great chess. I'm not around for the next 2 days.
I will be around.
You will be fantastic.
Yeah, so I will follow the quarter and the semifinals.
Excellent. Well, enjoy it, and once again, it was great fun. Really interesting day. So remember, everyone, do join the channel again tomorrow, same time, same place. 1800 hours Central European time, where we go into the quarterfinals. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Air quality isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about chess and esports, but it affects our focus, decision-making, health, sleep, and more. What's in the air you breathe? Find out with AirThings.
I'm going to talk about my games from this season of the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour.
The idea of h4 is very direct. I want to play h5, open up the king side,
and potentially checkmate here.
Alan continued with trying to put some pressure here on the e6 pawn. And c5, knight's doing a great job here, both potentially for some attacking ideas, but also defending the e6 pawn.
Rook g8 still doesn't spoil anything, but rook takes g7 is a gross mistake now, because rook c8 is still easily winning.